hello there, fellow human beings that also like the video games.
I'm actually a bot.
Dungeons and wagons. What's up, guys? Welcome to episode 4 of TableStory Ilios, that one show that I'm not prepared for this week. And we're missing Brad. Brad actually had to get beard surgery to remove the beard from his face. So, yeah, unfortunately he can't be here this week. But we have Frisk back. We got her back. We found her.
Hi,
we actually found her
guys.
homeless and wandering, without direction. And we had to kind of herd her back, like, hey, Frisk, you got a thing to do. What's going on? How has your 10 days of being sick been?
Oh, it's been glorious.
Yeah.
Thanks for asking, Jay. So over the past 10 days, I have slept, and slept.
Oh.
Yes, I know.
Wow.
It's
My
riveting.
goodness. The luxury. Dear God.
Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Oh, man. And here's me who went to sleep at 6 a.m. last night.
Oh my
'Cause
gosh.
I'm an idiot.
I might have done that as well because I've been grinding in Destiny.
Oh, my God.
Mother of God.
Oh.
The amount of people playing fucking Destiny right now. I need
Destiny.
230 light level.
I need it.
284.
Oh my
What is
gosh.
this? I'm just going to make some practice rolls on Gooch's thing so that we get rid of the... There we go. I know. Insult to injury. But it is what it is. Hey, at least he got a crit. He got a couple hits there. Who knows? He might have a fighting chance. What have you guys been doing besides Frisk dying? What have you guys been doing?
I mean,
Dying.
I opened up a pub yesterday, played one match, got a chicken dinner, closed it.
I saw that.
That was it. Have you the mini 14s? Oh my God.
I haven't used them, man.
Oh.
I've heard they're good, though.
Oh, it's like an SKS except for way better.
I've actually had to, like, stop watching PUBG because I just got... For some reason, I got really bored of it, and now I'm just really into watching League of Legends. But I can only... Oh, my
You are
goodness.
a league for sure.
Thank
I
you.
can't.
I got
League of
coke
Legends.
to deal with your guys' bullshit today. Mainly, I'm missing the rum, but I'll get that after. No, it's... I don't know. I can only watch Fairlight play it. Only Fairlight. Like, he's the only person I can watch play League. Because he's actually...
like so relaxed.
Yeah, and he actually explains what he's doing, right? So that's been my, like, addiction, is sitting there, and I get, like, angry at him when he's not live at, like, 11 p.m. And I'm like, come on, dude. Like, come on, man. I gotta go to bed here. Like, fucking... Let's go, Jesse.
I love Fairlight.
he's-
When I saw him at PAX, like every time I see him, he's just like so cool, calm, collective, and just like
Yeah.
stone cold all the time. And then when you like try to make him laugh, he's just like,
Haha.
"Huh, that's hilarious." Like this, I love him.
I don't know,
He's
man.
so great.
I've seen a couple times where he just bursts out laughing, like, keeled over. I think if you...
I think that would scare me.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Yeah,
I mean,
'cause,
well,
like, he's just so emotional. Like
Isn't he a big
like-
dude? Like he's built a little bit, or is he
He's
just
a-
like?
I think
He's a
he's just
strong man.
tall,
He's a
right?
strong
He's
man.
just stocky, maybe.
Jesse's a strong boy.
That would be scary for me.
I don't know if I would say like ripped or anything, but like definitely like
Yeah,
he's
he's not
like,
as ripped as me, let's be honest.
he definitely looks like he could probably lift a car.
Hi,
like-
guys. Welcome to the show where we talk about Fairlight Excalibur.
I mean,
Connor
It's
and
the
I
Fairlight
play...
podcast.
We play D&D with Jesse every week now, and there's been so many moments where he's, like, almost cried
We
from laughter.
play D&D with him, and only one of us is going to be killed by him.
You're dead. You're fucking dead. To be fair, you killed me, so, I mean, it all just comes around.
How?
You killed my wizard. Remember that?
Because you wanted to switch characters.
No, man, I don't know what you're talking about. You just killed him in cold fucking blood. You killed him.
Behind the scenes information.
Wizard.
Oh my god. That was, I mean, Dustveil is like the... It's funny because Dustveil is the kind of like getting shit done campaign, and this is our nothing gets done campaign. Like when Frisk last week or the week before, when... How far are they? I was like, not even 100 feet. They're not even 100 feet away. It's been 3
you could
weeks.
shout and they'd hear
Yeah,
you. Like,
yeah. Yeah,
People from the village probably still hear all this commotion, yet they People screaming like,
Well,
we just mushrooms. That was it.
now you guys are a little bit further into the forest here, but and Ethel is, I assume that she's on her way on a little pony coming back into the forest of Sarth here.
Clip clop.
Clip clop, clippity cloppity clop.
Hello.
And now we're without Gooch. Unfortunately, our comedic relief is gone.
Dude,
But the campaign can actually progress now. We can actually get out of the forest. We can get out of the forest.
Oh,
I can't wait to see Brad's new character. It sucks that we didn't get to make it this week, because his new character sounds really, really interesting. So, those of you guys watching at home, stay tuned for next week, I think. Next week he'll be joining us again. So, it's almost a little bit better that Brad didn't join us this episode, because it'd be really weird if his brand new character just like walked out of your tent or out from behind a tree and was like, "Hi, I'm here now. Can I be your friend?"
Myra would probably think that he killed or did something
Yeah, right?
with Gooch. Yeah.
Yeah, no. So basically, what happened? The ring was a necromancy ring. He was taking over the undead in a forest. I'm guessing you guys are in a forest right now,
we're still in
and
the
there's
same
undead.
forest. They're literally in the forest, 20 feet from the tavern that you all spent your night at when you last saw each other. So
Jeez.
they're probably you guys are probably again a little further into the forest now that you've had a little bit of time, because you guys pushed east, if I'm not mistaken, right?
We were still taking our time because me and Gooch were both literally coughing up blood the entire time.
Yeah.
We were
And-
Coughing up blood.
We were.
yeah, they're all pretty fucked up.
The entire time. We rested, but none of us rolled hit dice. It was weird. It's like we didn't fucking pay attention.
It's like the GM didn't remind you to.
It's
always the GM's fault, man. It's always the GM's fault.
today, yes.
I mean,
yes,
I
it
don't
is.
think you guys declared like, "Oh, hey, this is a short rest." So to be fair,
We didn't. Yeah.
I did have to ask for at one point for the rages.
Oh, you did,
Yeah.
yeah, actually. So no, there's no excuse. You almost died.
Yep.
Last week was a pickle, man. It was a pickle.
I'm never fucking casting Firebolt
I
ever
like
again.
pickles.
It's magic pistols all day.
Oh yeah, that -1. Should we show the? Ooh, man. Oh, that's a. Ooh.
All I need to do is one more damage. One more damage.
Just one more damage, Dad. Just
And he would have been fine. Everyone would have been Gucci.
Everyone would have been Gucci.
Gucci.
And
Oh
Gooch,
my gosh.
And Gooch might still be with you.
Mm.
Okay.
All I had to do was put it down.
No, I doubt that. I
Oh.
was going to kill him regardless.
Probably.
His long lost brother, Hooch. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, that's I wouldn't put it past Brad. Let me grab my dice and then we'll do a quick recap of what you all missed.
Yes.
God.
Oh man,
Are we
I
going to get
cannot wait
lucky
to hear
again
this
and have
recap.
them roll like nat ones all the time?
Me?
That was pretty great.
You know what?
Honestly,
I got a brand new dice tray, so it's got to be the dice tray, all
Ooh.
right?
That was
You
the dice tray or the
right.
die?
yeah, you think it?
Could be the
'Cause I got-
both.
I got bad juju, and I spread it over to you.
I'm
so-
gonna need to hire some people to make me some loaded fucking dice. Hopefully, I can
I
find.
was actually
someone
thinking
who
about
will.
that for the Roll20 website. Like, hire someone to code an app that could inject into the data of the
Oh,
Roll20. So you just like, I feel like right now I want a nat 1. Just click nat 1.
No, that would like. This is why I don't really on Roll20 when people like fudge their HP or something on purpose, or they kind of like don't really write down how much damage they've taken or something. Like, it's unfair, but I can't track it, and at the end of the day, it only ruins it for them, not for anyone else, right? Like, they're the people that aren't playing the game the way that it's supposed to be played.
You kick the story.
Yeah, you just kind of ruin all your fun, I'd say. But okay, I have a new pair of dice. Let's hope that these beautiful $1 red dice will be the ones that kill you guys today, or at least don't roll in that one every 2 fucking rolls. Hold on, let me do.
Do a test roll.
Okay, it was a 4. It wasn't a 1. I was really worried if it was gonna be a 1 there. All right. We got some decent rolls right now.
Yeah, get them out of the way now.
Yeah,
so you
right?
can
Yeah,
open up-
get them all out of the way. Oh, you know what? I fucked up a roll and it rolled a 1, so there we go. There's the bad luck for the day. It's gone. So, if you guys are ready. Last week, all of you... I'd say from the point that you left Ethel behind, where we'll get Ethel to explain maybe when she comes back where she was. But from the point that you guys left Ethel behind, you went into the forest of Sarth, just next to Igor's Tavern that you had found on the outskirts of the Western District. And you had encountered some trouble with skeletons, but defeating them, meeting a Goliath man and his small human daughter, Bjorn and Moira, taking refuge in their cabin for a short moment until Gooch, in his wily goblin ways, escaped the cavern, ran into a horde of undead, seemingly, and triggered this entire clusterfuck is the nice word I'll use for it. Garthe is giving the ring that he had found, that Gooch had found in the fireplace, back to Gooch at some point. Gooch had realized that, or maybe not realized, but you all realized that with the ring, as he had the ring on, he could control the undead, the skeletons that were walking among all of you and attacking you. And as he was telling them to go back south and telling them to herd down south to where they were trying to go, some things ensued as you guys traveled along. Garthe decided to attack Gooch, and with a pretty I'd say dangerous combat encounter with like 30 skeletons surrounding just you and Bigglesby, Garthe. You were both knocked unconscious, stabbed repeatedly, and just kind of overwhelmed from the sheer amount of force of these undead creatures. And Gooch took that opportunity to flee and to keep fleeing. And just before we ended last week's episode, we saw a scene of Gooch running through the forest and finding a small cave and not realizing that there was light coming from the inside. And as he went to step in, he was met with a club to the face, knocking him unconscious, but not before seeing the silhouetted face of Kaylee Aldwind, who you have been taking the job for. But the three of you in the forest couldn't see this, as there was brush and trees obscuring, and it just started to get dark. So we find you guys and gals and non-binary pals sitting at the campfire in the forest of Sarth here, just as night is kind of fast approaching now, as the forest starts to almost take on a different theme of before you had felt unwelcome when you had first entered, but now it almost feels alien around you, as if you're almost in a different place entirely. The clouds to the south continue to swirl and kind of tumultuously roll over each other in a small pocket. I'd say like 300 miles to the south. Garthe, every once in a while, after you wake up from being unconscious, you kind of blink for a second, and there's the purple hue, almost as if there was a flash of lightning, and the entire sky lights up bright lavender for you, and then quickly fades into the night. Ethel, you riding through on a pony, passing Igor's Tavern, dropping it off, and kind of asking around the locals. They had told you that there was a group of adventurers that you had described that had got into the forest, and there's a family that had come out and talked to the local barkeep about them, following some of their footprints. Roll me a survival check, I'd say, real quick.
Survival check.
Yeah,
yes,
just give me a quick survival check, just for how long it takes for you to get there. Yeah, it doesn't take too long. I'd say as you guys are setting up camp for a long rest, correct? Okay.
Correct.
So as you're all kind of sitting around, huddled around the fire, and watching the light kind of splay across the open clearing here and get swallowed up by the trees beyond, you kind of hear the brushes just a little bit north start to rustle, and probably rightly so, immediately being on alert, you see the small form of Ethel pop out from the bush, kind of panting, breathing as if she's been running nonstop. And,
or had pneumonia.
Or had pneumonia. What do you guys want to do? As you guys look upon your sister Naira, or your half sister.
Hi.
You're back?
Yeah, I missed you guys.
Garthe is like,
you guys look like shit.
attending to his wounds.
Come sit by
Still a little bit
fire.
rage.
Yeah, still looking at the fire, not making any contact. Just with the fire.
Before Ethel had left, Naira, she had said to you that she wanted to... Something didn't sit right, and you two, Garthe Spieglesby, you just kind of saw her walk out of the tavern that morning before you departed and set off. And what do you have any, like, any decorations or fetishes from where you were, Ethel, or...
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Well, while I was at Burning Bard, I got a nice set of flare that just kind of decorates my little explorer's jacket. So I look like a bona fide badass. I think I look like a badass. Everybody else thinks I look like a clown.
It's probably like grease and sweat just covering her face. From riding for the past day and running through the forest now. You're probably like adorned in like feathers and small like mock like scrimshaw musical instruments. Perhaps like fake scrimshaw because real scrimshaw is a little too expensive. It may be a little bit hazy from the air around Burning Bard and the.
Will we be able to smell her from like a mile away? I mean, just like
I mean,
smell.
You could roll me like a perception, like smell check if you want, just a regular perception check. It's up to you.
Get the fire in my nose, but I got a feeling that just there's gonna be some sort of
little bit
pungent.
of
I
hair.
smell nothing but fire.
Yeah,
nothing
really, because for a moment, like you think you could smell something, and then you realize it's probably the burning little tiny bits of hair that have collected on your clothing from falling off, and when your firebolt hit, it set it ablaze kind of type deal, and all you smell is burning gnome hair. And as you look around, the group doesn't. They look like they've been through essentially a war,
hell and back.
Yeah, Garthe has multiple stabs in like most parts of his body, the upper body. Bigglesby basically just has blood kind of leaking out of like a part of his lung. And he's also bald, no beard, no hair, completely bald. Naira looks pretty rough as well, and Ziggy Smalls, the snick, looks relatively fine, if not a little bruised and battered. But you can definitely tell in the last day that the group has completely fallen apart. There's currently no Gooch.
Wow. I didn't know what I would be running up to, but man, you guys are looking kind of rough. Where's Gooch?
Don't say his name.
We don't know.
Oh, hold on. Aren't you his mother? What do you mean you don't know?
And I start bawling. Like I just like break down immediately.
Oh, wait, don't cry. Wait, did something bad happen?
Yeah.
Just ran off.
The little piss pot was a little piss pot.
We have to go find him.
Yep. I got
We have to
it.
go find him. And oh my gosh. Biggles, has anyone ever told you that bald only looks beautiful on a baby?
Nice to see you too.
Look at the fire, not paying attention, just fire.
Oh, okay. All right. Cool. Well, guys, now I'm back from my adventures. After I sang in the bar, I got approached by a man who runs the Burning Bard, and I got invited to sing there, and it was really
what?
great. I went to the Burning Bard.
You said you were gonna go back to the house.
Well, I made a little bit of a detour.
Did you go back to the house?
No, but I went to Burning Bard. It was pretty nice. I got to perform. I had tons of fans. It was really cool. I lived my dream.
I'm
But
glad
I'm
you
here
had
now.
Fun while we were out here wandering the forest trying to find where we were supposed to go, and now I don't know where my son is. I
Well,
hope had
you know
fun.
what? Let's look at the silver lining. I'm here now. I'm ready to find the Gooch. you know. And I'm here for you now, and that's what matters. I came back. I couldn't have not came back, but I did. Look at me. I'm sweaty. I am gross. My hair is a mess. I think I stepped in some goblin dung back there. Man, I have been through hell.
Really?
Well, I mean, probably not the same hell you guys went through, but, you know, it was pretty rough for me.
Really?
You know what? Never mind. I've had a pretty good time. So anyway, let's change the subject. So did you guys want to rest up before our endeavor to go find the Gooch?
I'm fuming at this point. I have no words.
Oh, sorry. The fumes from the burning bard are still in my lungs. Oh.
Well, it's better than having blood in your lungs like poor Bigglesby here.
Oh man. Wait, wasn't the blood there always?
No. Blood's supposed to be not in the lungs.
Oh, interesting. Well, I guess that's why I'm not a doctor. Interesting. Well,
Wait, you said you went to Burning Bard.
Yes, I went to the Burning Bard.
Who was there? Who was playing? Did you see Stink 182 or N-Stink or...
Oh yeah, Stink 182 and Stink was there. They were all there. Yep,
Did you throw rotten tomatoes at them?
Oh, no, their performances were rather grand. I couldn't bring myself to throw tomatoes. You know, Bardon St. Knowles was there. That fucking bitch.
Wait, who?
I hate her so much. Bardon St. Knowles. She's my rival from Bard School. She's a hot mess. She's actually she's very well liked. That's why I came back. Everybody likes her better than me. And I got sick of it. I basically had to play after her during the Burning Bard, and then I was like, this is bullshit. I'm leaving. So then I left, and now I'm here.
Well, you should have thrown tomatoes at them.
Big surprise, Naira.
Big surprise that Bardon St. Knowles was more well liked than the very, very unreliable sister of mine.
Well, you know, I'm sensing a bit of shade here, Naira.
Call it a cast shadow. Less shade.
Bigglesby, I think we need to back up.
Naira, my sister, don't be sad. Please be inspired while I hit this dab. Ugh. Oh, yeah, that's the good stuff.
It's psychic damage.
What? Did we take a short rest of any sort? Just out
No,
of curiosity?
you guys. Well, I mean, you guys took I guess, the equivalent of a short rest, but you're settling down for a long rest now, correct?
I think so.
Yeah.
Am I able to keep an eye out, just glancing up around undead, since there was a very prominent?
Yeah. Are you suggesting you guys want to do shifts throughout the night?
Yeah,
or...
I was just gonna say, like, I'll take first watch.
You don't have to spend hit dice on a long rest, Connor.
A long rest? Oh, okay.
Yeah, you're good. Okay, so figuring out who's first watch? You, Naira?
I'm first watch.
Okay, who's second?
I'll go second.
Okay, so Naira and then Ethel. Garthe, you want to go third? And Bigglesby last?
Knocked out the entire time.
Knocked out the entire... All right.
I am
yeah.
Stone cold rock. You cannot touch me.
I'll take third.
Okay, so as you guys settle down for the night around the fire, roll out your respective bedrolls or grab clumps of leaves, whatever have you from the surrounding area. You settle down into a not so peaceful sleep. First watch, Naira, roll me a perception check. Just throughout the night. Okay. A couple hours pass by. There's a couple of times where you can hear small shambling in the distance. There's a moment where when a stray skeleton kind of wanders down on the other side of the clearing and then quickly passes into another set of trees, not really straying anywhere near. Not much happens, not much goes on. I guess we've lost our barbarian. Shit. Not much happens or goes on. There's a brief moment where, looking into the sky, you think you see what Garthe has talked about. The small purple outline as a crack of lightning comes down in the forest somewhere off to the west, and you almost, for a moment, you shake your head. You almost see the purple outline of something, as if it's a face or something, and then it's gone as quick as it came. A couple hours pass by, and you wake up Ethel for her watch. Ethel, give me a perception check.
Oh, sure. Hold on.
Okay. Uneventful through and through. You just kind of maybe sit there strumming silently at the edge of the camp on your uke or whatever you have. There's a couple moments where it attracts like a small like woodland creature, but as there's a slight like shambling in the forest, it seems to immediately just like fear in its eyes and run the absolute opposite direction.
It's probably because of my beauty.
As you're sitting in the forest, Ethel, this is the first time you've really had to stop and catch a break since you got into the woods. And you almost feel as if there's something pushing you out, as if you're unwanted and unwelcome. Almost like the feeling that you had maybe gotten when looking at like Brotatoe and everyone had loved her more, and even though you knew you were there and you knew that you did well, it almost feels as if you don't belong here. No matter what you do, no matter how comfortable of a position that you sit in, that doesn't seem comfortable enough, despite propping up a bedroll or taking off a piece of clothing to prop it under your head. There's nothing that you can do to shake the feeling that wherever you're sitting, whatever you touch, nothing wants you here in this spot. An hour or two pass by. You go wake up Garthe. And Garthe, you start your 4-hour watch, you're saying? Or okay.
Well, I was gonna say after 2 hours I'd go and try and wake up.
Yeah. I'd say, okay. How hard are you trying to wake up Bigglesby, real quick? How hard are you going to try and wake him up?
I'd imagine at the end of the 2 hours, I'm slightly tired. I'm like, Bigglesby.
Okay.
I'm literally like a dog and like laying on my back just to just
Twitch of the hand.
Zod the puppy.
The baby's sleeping. Sure.
By the way, from the first time we fought the undead, how long has passed? When we first got in?
14 hours?
Okay.
It was just this morning. So
okay.
Yeah. Yeah, about 14 hours.
Yeah.
Okay. Roll me a perception check, Garthe. Okay. Once again,
I also have danger sense if there's anything.
Yeah. Uneventful night, and but you are on guard and a little on edge, seemingly like a little bit numb from all of the problems that you had faced yesterday, and being wounded as badly as you were, but hanging in there. There's a couple of moments where you drift off, and then you come back. But I'd say right around hour 3. You finally feel yourself just, and then conk out, and as soon as you fall, as soon as you fall asleep, you're immediately struck with Incredible Dreams, there's a moment where you're standing on top of the blades, looking out over the entire city, and as you look down in your hand, you can see you have a small crown, and then a quick flash, and it's you're not you anymore. You're not looking out from your own perspective. You're a smaller figure looking up at you as you wear the crown, and at the top of the crown there are 3 burning small spears that seem to stick out of it as if they've been summoned on their own, and quick flash of you falling off the mountain, and then another flash immediately again of you flying and spreading your arms and flapping throughout the city, diving under some of the bridges, landing on a tree, and then quickly flitting off as a passenger comes by. There's a moment as you feel yourself underground choking and drowning in sand, and then immediately surfacing as a 60-foot-long purple worm. You can feel yourself devouring things that come in your path and effectively tunneling through the world. And then a brief moment of you hovering above the clouds, looking down into a swirling mass of tumultuous clouds as they slowly grow that familiar lavender color. And then you start to fall, and as you fall, the purple turns to blood red, and you realize that you're not you as you splash to the ground, and then you splash again and again and again, and you get a vision of you again standing atop the mountain with the streets covered in blood, the streets of Ilios that you've grown up in for a long while now, completely covered in blood and flooding, and continuously flooding, over and over until there's nothing left of the city, until the highest peak of the keep, the Obsidian Tower, is drenched in blood, and until it fills up to the clouds. And then you're quickly roused, probably as Bigglesby or one of the others wake you, kick you awake, oversleeping a slight bit. Find yourself daytime, comfortable as you can be, but probably a little disturbed.
I'm just gonna say to myself, like, "Ugh, I'm gonna be king, then a bird, then a worm, then a god, then blood. Lots of blood. Guys."
Yes, dear.
We didn't smoke anything, did we? There wasn't anything in the fire. There wasn't any.
Maybe a bone or two.
Maybe the fumes from my clothes.
Just my hair.
Wait, at the burning bar, did they give you any,
Yeah, they gave me a little bit of catnip. I have some in my pocket.
All right, that explains, I think.
Explains what, dear?
I got a pacify.
You got a what?
Did you say catnip?
Yeah. Only the highest grade.
Fantastic.
I got high last night because of Ethel.
You got no sleep because of me?
No. I think I slept. But
You should be thanking me.
Really, like, it felt real to Garthe, right?
Oh yeah. And as I forgot to mention, as you guys are having this conversation as well, Garthe, you're the first to feel small little drops of rain start to fleck your face and your head. You're bald, right? Are you bald in game? I can't remember if you have a full head of hair or if you're bald.
He's pretty much bald apart from a
ponytail.
Ponytail.
Yeah, I got you. Yeah, so you can feel it kind of drip on your head, and you're immediately like reminded of exactly how real it felt.
Wait, is it raining blood? No. Wait, it was real.
What?
I was a bird.
Garthus.
Garthus,
I was a king.
You're
Garthus.
Goliath.
What?
What?
That's right.
Did you have a dream? Like, why? What? Did you see
I told
something
you,
last night?
No, it's actually, it's real. Like, wait.
What's real?
All right, let me explain it in the best I can. Look, I was standing there, top of the castle, looking down on the kingdom.
What castle?
What's the name of the castle?
The keep.
Obsidian? The keep? It
Yeah.
was on top of the keep.
You were on top of the keep.
Yeah.
How did you get to the keep from here and then back
Well,
in one night?
after I saw that, I saw myself wearing a crown, and it was majestic and powerful. And then afterwards, I was a bird and I was flying, which probably explains how I got to the keep. I think I can turn into a bird. I don't know.
At that point, I stand up. I'm looking around for berries to eat. I'm a very hungry little gnome.
Okay.
Don't know how, but I think I can fly.
Well, why don't
Also
you
turn
climb
into
to
a-
the top of the tree and see if it works?
Well, I don't think any of these trees are going to hold me up. Gotta find a building.
Garthus, I can tell you right now that jumping or attempting to fly off of any building taller than you is probably going to end in you in multiple pieces.
Well, that was another thing as well. I kept falling and splatting and falling and splatting and falling and splatting and covering the whole city red in blood.
Well,
Live your dreams, Garthe. Live your dreams. Go into the bush.
I'm going to be a king, god, bird, worm thing. Yeah.
a worm too.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know about that one. Didn't make sense. Just
I see
eating on the
Zot.
ground.
What's
I
up?
see Zot looking for food, so
Yeah.
I offer him some grass-fed, gluten-free bread that I got from Burning Bard.
You guys also have rations in your packs. Don't forget that you have 10 rations each in your starter packs.
Yeah, I can actually. I'm gonna go get food as well because it's one of my traits. So.
Yeah. While I'm looking for berries and everything, I'm low-key just keeping an eye out for any sign of that little shit.
Yeah.
Mainly
Okay.
the ring, but
Mainly
he's
the
gonna
ring.
have the
Yeah.
ring. Yeah,
Okay.
mainly
Are you going off in the same direction he did then?
remotely, yeah.
Okay.
I'm just
Roll me a survival check.
sure.
Okay. As the rain's coming down, it's starting to turn some of the dirt path that you're following into mud, but it also helps outline with the slick sheen some of these smaller footprints, barefoot, from what you can tell, and about as small as a child, a little bit bigger than yours though. And as you follow it along for, I'd say, about 100 feet. There's a couple of bushes on the way, and through your peripheral, you can still see some large, like, shambling skeletal masses. Either skin, flesh, fur hanging off of them. Strange animal noises as you walk a little deeper into this section of the forest, and the canopy overhead starts to get, like, a little more constricting as you follow these footsteps and eat some of the berries that you've come across. And I think after probably about half an hour, you make it to, or maybe about 20 minutes, you make it to a small cave. Roll me a perception check.
Sure.
The footsteps stop, like, abruptly. They stop, and then at the end of the trail, there's a small kind of imprint in the now grassy knoll that you've come to, but far from that, you can't see anything else.
Okay. I want to go ahead and I want to use detect magic, kind of seeing if there's just like maybe there's a magic barrier that he could somehow pop up with, or like some sort of illusionary thing, because I still don't know what that ring is capable of.
30 feet. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So so concentrating for a moment, just kind of letting your consciousness almost like flow out of you, and search around, dot around in search of anything magical, any kind of familiar hum or vibration or anything off in the ether of the world. There's not much nearby. you can't quite sense any individual specific location, but the same as what you might have felt before when you were trying to detect the ring on Gooch. It's not that there is no magic around you. There's just no magic that doesn't that stands out. Rather, you're almost like the air almost has a small tingle to it as you extend a little further and further, and as you go further south, a couple of feet away from you, you can feel it just slowly, like the hairs on your arm start to stick up, and the back of your neck immediately just kind of, you get the goosebumps, and there's no familiar magic sense that you felt before with the ring. Okay.
I'm within distance of this cave where I can.
Yeah.
Relatively.
Yeah, you're about 20 feet away.
Okay. I guess I'm just gonna be looking at tracks and just going based off of my eyes, but I sigh and then abruptly just start cursing everywhere, every direction, and just losing my shit. And then go ahead and turn around.
Okay. Yeah. Just for reference, by the way, the like constant presence that you feel is evocation. That is the school of magic that you constantly feel, whereas necromancy was the ring. You're heading back to them?
Yeah, I'm gonna turn around and just kicking dirt the entire time, and then just like myself, just.
What are you three doing?
I'm gathering berries around the camp.
Yeah,
bringing it over.
Takes a small moment, but you find a pretty bountiful bush just a little off the path that you guys came from, and find these beautiful red berries that are almost shaped like hearts, but like the other half of them is kind of lopsided. They have green seeds on the outside.
Interesting.
They look edible.
I'm just drinking from my flask.
Mm-hmm. Drinking alcohol?
Yep.
Attaboy.
I bring the berries. I bring the berries back and drop a handful in front of Garthe.
I'm observing my surroundings.
Okay, give me a perception
Well, have we got berries?
Sorry?
Well, have we got berries?
To eat?
But we need meat. You're not going vegan, are you?
No. I'll go kill a squirrel. And
I wouldn't do that.
No, I can do it. Don't worry.
I wouldn't do that either, Garthe.
Find a deer.
Find a deer? Okay.
Is Bigglesby back with us now?
I'd say, like, as Garthe is saying that, Bigglesby's like walking back into the camp, a little less soaked than you are from the canopy overhead, but still kind of drudging along, kicks a rock every couple of feet. Garthe, roll me a survival check. Frisk, what specifically are you looking for? Or are you just trying to get a lay of the land?
I'm looking for basically any sign of like anyone other than us.
Okay. Yeah, there's a couple of footsteps that run on the edges of the camp, and as you look around you, there are, again, outlined by the sleek sheen of the rain, there's quite a couple of sets of footprints. They look bony and almost as if they didn't sink fully into the ground, as if there was no weight to them. But you can definitely, you see they're either very skinny feet or there were bones walking through here. But they do look about a day old. Sorry, Bigglesby, were you saying something to Naira, or?
Oh, just Garthe, I wouldn't touch any wildlife here.
Well, why not?
You do realize everything that is dead is coming back, right?
But what if we eat it first?
You do realize we got attacked by skeletons, right?
That's what these steps are.
Are you saying the meat would try and attack us from our stomach?
No, it would be another thing we have to fight and deal with.
Well, we can
get killed by.
We can kill a deer.
Garthe, we're not killing anything. Eat your berries. Eat your berries.
As you say that, Garthe, you do see, for a brief moment, small rustle of bushes and a pair of antlers about 50 feet away.
Nobody move.
Hmm.
Naira?
No.
Why?
Bigglesby's
I
right.
see a deer. I see a deer.
I know you see a deer. Don't shoot it.
Well, I don't have anything to shoot it with. That's why I was calling your name.
I would
I'm
like to
not
cast
shooting it either.
blindness.
Blindness?
Can I please cast blindness on
On Garthis?
on Garthis, please?
This is the new Gooch.
Post me Garth or blindness real quick. Actually, here, hold on. Oh, there we go.
There you go.
Blindness, deafness. All right, give me a Constitution saving throw, Garthis. As you're talking, you see the deer and you're looking over at Naira. What's your spell DC?
Oh my god.
My spell BC.
DC, yeah. Over on your hold on, I'll show you on your page. I think this should so it's 14 if you see it under your spells thing. So he has to beat a 14 for him to not be affected by your spell.
Mm-hmm.
So he rolls an 11. So as you're looking at Naira, you don't even see out of the corner of your eye Ethel kind of humming a small incantation under her breath, and I see a deer, and your vision goes black.
What?
You
Where
don't
did it
see
go?
shit, Garthis.
What? Yeah, where are you? Hold on. I'm gonna try and walk to
Yeah.
the nearest like tree or something,
Okay.
and then just like without knowing, just be like, "Wait, where are you?" Oh, what was that?
As he hits the tree, the whole tree shakes. It's like,
Guys,
gosh.
can't see a thing.
We're right here, Garthis.
Don't worry,
You say you're
we're right
I hear you
here.
right there, but where are you?
Just stop moving. Sit down.
All right, I'm just gonna.
I'm
drop
assuming
my
the
ass.
deer has ran now.
yeah, I'd say by the as soon as he smacks the tree, you can hear the as and a couple of birds take off in the tree itself. Because as you sit down and you wait a moment and open your eyes again, you vision back. As a minute passes, you can suddenly see again a little lump on your head, a little bit of a headache, but
What happened?
maybe a brief side effect of the catnip.
Garthis, have you been eating something you shouldn't have?
No,
Are
I,
you
bl-
sure?
I blame the catnip. Did you try and give me some catnip, Ethel?
No, I just casted blindness on you because I just got here and I ain't trying to die, fool.
I'm gonna throw like a branch at her.
As you're like, I ain't trying to die, like across the face.
Don't turn into Gooch.
No. Oh gosh.
Speaking of Gooch,
Where is Gooch? We should probably go find him.
We should go find him.
oh, I believe I'm gonna find him.
Garthis, if you touch him before I talk to him, you will not have a mouth to talk with anymore.
Well, technically, I'm not under contract with Bigglesby anymore because he's a baby.
Has it been 24 hours?
Hasn't been 24 hours yet. No. Fuck. No, you got a couple hours left.
So it means,
Can I sign a contract with you then?
oh, well, it has to go through the guild, and there's a lot of paperwork, and
Oh, it just can be under the table, don't worry. We can just have a verbal contract.
well, it costs a lot.
How much would it cost?
Well,
For 2 hours of your time.
2 hours.
2 hours.
We're not
Maybe
gonna
3.
find. We're not gonna find Gooch in 2 hours.
Oh, well, we'll just have to extend the contract then.
Well, but that requires another payment.
Yes, well, we'll deal with that when that happens. I'm sure some barrels of ale will be great payment for you as well.
No, I'm not taking any normal barrel of ale at this time. Nope. Top of the
Well,
top.
that's a shame. I did have
John-
enough
John
gold for
Jones.
you, but guess we'll just have to find Gooch, and I'll have to make do on my promise that if you do touch him before I talk to him, it will not be pleasant for you.
Damn.
All
Or
right.
just eating my berries. Just
Get the popcorn.
That goes for the rest of you, including you, sister. Do not touch or talk to Gooch before I do, or there will be hell to pay.
Well,
More than that we've been through.
You might want to go over there then. Start working. I point in the direction of I guess estimated like way he went, just because of the cave and the abrupt like disappearance.
Yeah.
And I just pick up and I kind of whistle for drinks and we walk off then.
Okay. Starts to walk off. You quickly find a pair of footsteps that's fastly fading into dirt. What are the rest of you guys doing? Are you guys following?
Taking my time, finishing up the berries, but I'm still... I'll clean up a little bit.
I'll go with my sister. We shouldn't be wandering alone anyway. We should be in pairs in this forest of, there's apparently skeletons here. We have a missing person. So.
Okay.
Ethel?
Oh.
Ethel, at the burning board, did you see, like, artists like Yellow or King or Evan Stent?
Wait, did I see what? Can I get a translator?
Heaven sentence? Is that it?
I've worked with him for many years. Oh, for fuck's sake.
Heaven sent.
Evan
King
sent.
instead of queen.
Yep.
King in yellow.
Instead of pink.
Oh.
I'm so confused. I have no idea what he's talking about.
I had a pebble I can toss at you right now.
I'm not naming the direct artist. I'm making a play on their name.
Get it?
Oh,
Yeah.
oh, I see now. Which artist were you looking for?
Evanescence, Queen, and Pink.
Queen and Pink. Oh my gosh. I got a signature from Pink. I got it. If you want it, you can have it. She signed the paper for me.
It wasn't a pink paper?
No, it was a blue paper, but that's okay.
It's also written in halfling, which is a language that you add. It's just a couple of weird runes to you. Like, yeah, it looks like upside down dwarvish, basically. Like,
it's pretty good.
Hold on. Garthe can speak dwarvish.
it looks like upside down dwarvish.
It doesn't make any sense.
It's not actual dwarfish.
I may know a dwarf that can read that.
It's not dwarvish, Garthus.
Well, I still know a dwarf named Loppy that could read it. Possibly.
Interesting. Well, it is Pink's signature. I can guarantee you that. I saw her there.
You guys
That's
set
pretty
off
nice.
On the path towards where you last saw Gooch. I'd say you don't have to roll a survival check or anything, because Bigglesby can kind of just point the direction. Walking for about 20 minutes and trudging through. You also feel the canopy overhead start to constrict a little bit, and the rain slowly dies down above you, but the wind is still kind of pushing through the forest. You eventually come across a small cave in a clearing of a grassy knoll. The entrance to a small cave looks kind of squat at the top, almost small enough that like Garthus wouldn't be able to stand up straight. You kind of have to like tilt your head a small bit as you walk, Garthus, from the looks of the entrance. But inside, no light comes out, nothing at all. And Bigglesby points out the same thing, probably where the footsteps stop. Is that you all see as he points it out, probably, and
yeah,
nothing.
Still buried in the end.
I like peek my head into the cave.
Guys, It looks like there was maybe something here. Do you want to go in and explore?
Gooch!
Gooch! hear
Gooch,
echoing throughout. Gooch, Gooch, Gooch.
Gooch, Gooch.
Thank you.
Gooch, where are you? Please come back.
Back.
Nothing. It's also, you can see, like, as you peek in, it immediately dips off to the right, and there's no way to see further into the cave. But no response comes back at you except for your own voice.
I grab a nearby rock or stick or something like that, and I'm gonna cast a light on it.
Okay.
And kind of just walk in with it. Maybe there's a camp or something. If he's trying to get out of the rain or out of the BS, then.
Okay. Give me a second. Let me put you guys on the correct map arena. Should have light, yeah? You guys see at the bottom of the page there?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah.
Uh-oh.
You know I am the one. Michael Jackson was there, burning bard.
Michael Jackson.
Michael
Oh,
Jackson.
Michael Jackson.
Is not my son.
Okay. Okay, Michael Jackson.
Was
so
Princess there?
Oh, man.
Oh yeah, Princess was there. Mm-hmm. Yeah, Princess, that was a good one.
All right. Bum, bum. So
Somebody threw a banana at her.
you cast light on this rock, bringing it illuminates a small bit, and kind of lights up the top of the cave. You can see there's small little stalactites starting to form, and your vision is blocked by a couple of stalagmites as you try to peek around the corner. But you can see it dips off to the right almost immediately. You walking further in?
Yeah. Let's go.
Yeah, let's go.
You guys trek through. Feel free to drag yourselves along at a pace.
Just as
Where-
a cautious walk.
Yeah, where is the cave entrance? Is it below us?
What do you mean below? It almost
Oh,
like
like
dips
outside.
down a small bit, but it's at the very bottom of the page there.
Okay.
Hold on.
Yeah.
It's weird. Roll20 is fucking up for me.
Yeah. Okay. That's better now. No, it's lagging a little bit.
Oh, is it? Uh-oh.
Yeah, the whole page.
Uh-oh.
Dark like
Can
my
I?
soul.
It is a pretty big map. Can you search for traps? Yeah, you can give me an investigation.
I'm just looking for, a relative camp thing or just
Yeah.
anything.
As you walk in, like Garthe, you discover it first with your investigation check. Looking around for traps here, there doesn't seem to be any mechanisms. There's nothing that you would know of a trap. Not sure how many traps you've seen before, but from the ones that you may have heard about or encountered maybe in the past, there's no like slits in the walls. There's nothing crazy like that. Looking above you, there are no
pressure plates or anything.
Yeah, nothing like that. There's nothing hanging from the ceiling waiting for you. I mean, the only trap could be the stalactites falling at any moment. There's a couple ones that are like precariously. They seem as if they've been chipped away at like very strong teeth, but nothing immediately dangerous to you. As you're exploring and you tapping on the ground for a moment, and then stepping back, checking for pressure plates, you see off to your right there's a small remains of a campfire. Not a day old.
Guys.
Gooch! Oh, I start frantically like searching through the area around the fire to see if there's anything that I can recognize.
Yeah,
of his.
there's a couple of small pools of dried blood.
Oh no.
The fire's put out by now. It looks like there's a small like imprint on the floor where somebody had slept, and there's another imprint where somebody was chained to one of these stalagmites.
I go over to Ziggy. I'm just like, can you smell him? Can you? And I just point over to like both of the spots.
You see her kind of slither up and kind of wraps around the stalagmite and slowly goes up and then bends down, and you see her tongue flit a couple of moments at the spot where it looks like somebody had slept, and around the campfire she slowly extends out from the stalagmite, and then comes back and seems to just like circle the stalagmite a couple of times, and the small pools of blood that have collected around it and dried. As she almost makes like a nodding motion at you to the pools of blood.
Oh, Gooch.
Oh no.
We have to go find him.
I'm
We
looking
have
around.
to go find him now.
This is not good.
He's in trouble.
Would it be like, I don't know, some sort of creature that might have like been camped up here, and then just maybe there was somebody that just expectingly like having a prisoner, or just like it could just be of any other goblin, or I mean, what, like, am I able to look for a distinction that it's not a creature, more humanoid?
You could roll me an investigation check, yeah.
Sure.
I mean, with the light in front of you, it's still like a little bit hard to see everything clearly. You have dark vision, yeah? Or no?
Correct.
Did gnomes
Yeah.
have dark? Yeah. So everything, like even with the light in front of you, pulling that off to the side, everything's still in just kind of shades of black and white. It's all monochrome, and there's nothing that really sticks out to you. Like even the blood pools are a little hard to see until you look at them, and they just kind of look like a stain on the rock. It's not like vibrant red or anything. It's just almost like a dark brown. But as far as you can tell, like without them even pointing it out to you, you might have even passed over this completely. Even the campfire seems to have been hidden well enough on the way out that to the random passerby, you wouldn't have even noticed this. What are you guys doing?
I'm walking straight into the cave.
Further and further?
Yeah, we're going in.
Okay. As you come further into the cave, let me move your character, just move you guys up a little bit. As you guys walk further and further into the cave, you start to hear a loud roaring. The same Garthe that you would know that you almost threw Gooch off of not a day before, as you come to a small clearing, edging through the cavern at a little bit of a slower speed, not really knowing what's in front of you. You come into what seems to be a chasm with a precarious ledge on the right-hand side. As in front of you, as you look over, it seems like water is coming from a river just opposite of you, and just pouring down into this crevasse that seems unending. The roaring is coming up from it, and it seems to echo and almost buffet like every single one of your senses as it bounces around and hits you from every single angle. You see the river goes further up the cave itself, and there's a small. Again, the precarious ledge seems slippery and wet with moss and small detritus of the river itself, but this is a pretty steep fall. You guys would have to give me a dex check, a successful dex check to make it around the bend here.
I'm going.
Can I cast Mage Hand instead and use the hand as a platform for us to safely cross?
You would know that Mage Hand can only hold about 10 pounds of weight.
Sugar, honey, iced tea. Yeah, I know you're right. That is not gonna work.
So you said you're going, Naira, or you're just immediately going?
Yeah, I'm going.
Okay.
All right. I have like one track mind here.
Give me dexterity
Naira.
check. Yeah, as you say Naira, she's already pushing forwards.
Wait for me.
Yeah, she deftly enough. She kind of you almost do like a jump, right, where you jump onto the ledge and then you quickly grab onto one of the stones sticking out, and you just kind of pull yourself over. There's a moment where like your hand slips, but you're already prepared for that, knowing how slick it was, and you just immediately grab onto another one that you were eyeing. And it takes about 5 minutes as you all just kind of either watch in horror or quickly start to go after her. As she successfully, you make it to the other side with almost little to no difficulty.
I'm following after her.
Okay, dexterity check. Oh, that was a save. But
Oh, shit.
well, hold on. If her modifier is the same, it doesn't really matter. You're proficient. Yeah, no, you gotta re-roll it, Frisk. I'm sorry. Yeah, click on the big numbers, where it says
Big
Strength,
numbers.
Dex, Constitution, Intelligence on the left-hand side.
The bigger
Oh,
numbers.
the
Yeah,
bigger
yeah.
numbers. Okay, I see.
Okay, yeah, you follow the same thing, eyeing the rock where she had slipped on, and knowing where the safe points are. You quickly get across just as quick as your sister, our two little deft halflings. What are you
I'm
two
going
doing?
to pick up Bigglesby
Okay,
Ah!
and proceed through.
okay.
Oh god.
Oh man.
And Ziggy is going along as well.
Okay, give me a dex check with, I won't say with disadvantage because this is a small gnome. So actually, well, one of your hands are occupied. Are you throwing him over or carrying him over?
I think I'm gonna be latched onto his like forehead. Like, yeah.
You're just gonna like put him on your
I'm just gonna-
shoulders?
Yeah, carrying him like shoulders, and he's
Okay.
holding-
Okay. All right. So then just give me a regular dex check. Okay. It's a little bit of a struggle, and there's almost a moment with your weight and with the weight of the gnome on top of you. You just barely make it across. There's almost a moment where your foot gives out, but you kind of dig your heel in as hard as you can, and you catch a rock, and you kind of like splay yourself against a wall. And even Bigglesby, you're forced to like grab a rock for a moment. As Ziggy, give me the roll for Ziggy.
Okay.
Okay, as Ziggy goes, almost a little too what's the little too excitedly and anxiously, yeah. She tries to go in between your legs, Garthe, and as you kick your heel out, you actually nudge her half off, and she starts to slip.
Ziggy! Oh,
What are you doing?
fuck.
I'm gonna cast what do you call it? I'm a mage hand because I can carry things up to 10 pounds, and obviously Ziggy doesn't weigh 10 pounds. So I'm gonna cast mage hand, grab Ziggy.
Ziggy's a big snake.
Yeah.
How? Hold on. 1 second. Wait.
I mean, keeping in mind that Ziggy can also swim.
But it is a long fall.
Oh, shit. Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, no. As you yell out Ziggy, and Garthe, as you realize, like, what shit, a small, you see Ethel, real quick incantation, and a hand just scoops the back end of Ziggy as she crawls and slithers back onto the right-hand side and moves over to you, Naira.
Garthe feels a warm puddle on the back of his weird and ominous, but I spilled something on him.
Oh, I've got to clean the baby.
And almost suddenly, my legs tighten up around his neck and just call me a baby one more time.
Oh, man.
Once Ziggy gets over to our side, I just like hug her, and I look up at Frisk, I look up at Ethel, and I'm like, maybe you're not so unreliable after all.
Aw, thanks.
And I just like hold her. Oh.
As you Garthe and Bigglesby pass over, you edge around the canyon, safely reaching it to the other side. You guys pressing forwards?
Yeah.
No turning back? Okay.
I have to tell you now, would he be in here?
He was born in a cave.
Would he really go this far to get away from you?
It's not me he's trying to get away from.
Exactly. He's trying to be with you. Just because we're along does not mean he's going to go this hard to run.
Literally, you get permission, so he may be mad at you.
If he was taken against his will, if those blood puddles have anything to do with him, we have to keep going.
I agree. I agree. He could possibly still be alive, and we just can't abandon him. He's part of our pack here, guys.
He's our family.
Yes.
He's my family.
He's my nephew. I mean, I don't even really like him that much, but he's still my nephew.
I was gonna say, as soon as Naira said he's family, you just hear like a laugh under the breath of Garthe, and then she says, "Her family." I'm like, "Whoop."
I'm so done with Garthe. I just keep walking.
So give me a marching order real quick. You're in front, Naira?
I'm in front with Ziggy.
More importantly, where are you, Garthus?
Middle, carrying.
Okay. Middle, okay.
I'm trailing right behind Naira.
I say as you're walking, there's a small moment where you reach this hallway that just off to your left there's a small little alcove. Give me a perception check, Naira, as you pass through this small alcove. Okay. Give me a perception check for Ziggy.
What is it based off of here? So...
Perception is wisdom, if I'm not mistaken.
Okay,
Let me
so
double
I
think it is.
Oh
Wiz.
wait. Does that...
Oh, there you
Correct,
go.
yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So as you three catch up, Garthus, at the very last moment, as Naira steps out and just past this small little alcove, you hear as 4 crossbows go off simultaneously. Give me a dexterity saving throw after the break. Naira. We're gonna take a quick break. We'll be back at 3 to 5.
Oh no.
We'll be right back, guys. Thanks so much for watching. Marching order's important, man. The guy investigating for traps was at the front. We'll be right back.
I was waiting to die by a waterfall.
By waterfall? Yeah, not today.
I was not going to cross. I was not going to.
No? back, everybody, to Ilios episode 4, part 2.37. As we as we come back.
Ow!
I don't know how. I have no idea. Did that hurt your brain for a second there, or?
I had to think because I just know what the part was.
God
I
damn
forgot
it.
my.
That's the
It's
DM's
the
job,
bad.
is to make you think.
I'm
No.
so confused.
Big drink. There's a difference.
To make you drink, yeah.
Sorry, there's a runaway cat, and I'm just gonna
I think
make sure that they don't.
I
Sorry.
think, oh yeah, I have a Bosco in here. Don't worry. Go ahead. We'll wait a moment because she's the one that's about to die. I got rum and coke, so I hope you guys have at least something.
Okay. So from
I have the Coke.
Christmas- yeah, I have the Coke. Yeah. My brother got me a big old it's like a gentleman's kit almost. It's a flask with a cigar cutter and a cigar holder.
Okay.
And the flask was already filled with whiskey, so up until right now, that's when I started drinking it. It's been in the flask for about 9 months.
Nice. Does that ruin it at all? I don't know how alcohol.
I can imagine it's a tin flask. I can only imagine I maybe get a little
Get a little tin flavor in there.
I mean, if you had whiskey, it's going to age.
Yeah, but don't they age it in barrels? Not
barrels.
tin?
Barrels to give it the
smoky flavor, right?
The smoky wood, yeah.
Yeah.
Like
So you just get nice smoky
I get
tin,
just that-
like burning a pop can on a fire. And you just yum.
I'm sorry.
Okay.
What's that?
Open like one of your.
Yes, pop, not soda. Pop. That's what we call it up in Canada.
How about fizzy drink?
Pop?
Can we get some fizzy drink?
Fizzy drink.
Fizzy drink.
Oh yeah, you're from the south too. Do you? Or well, I mean that's actually not the south. Never mind. You're over in Cali. I keep thinking like there's a miniature equator in America that underneath everything is just weird, but I forget it's only in one small portion.
It's over in the weird side. We don't.
The weird side. Oh, okay. So Naira, just before the break, as you step, you hear. As two quarrels fly by you right in front of you, one strikes Jinx and you can or Ziggy, fuck. As you can hear her in a response, and then another one you feel like a rough, like hard impact and throw your shoulder forwards as you lean against a wall. And you three in the back, you can just see these two fly by and just kind of ting off the caves up ahead, but you see them impact her as well. And you take. Give me the dex throw. Oh, is that? Oh no, that's Ziggy. So give me your dexterity save.
Dexterity save.
Yeah.
Oh.
Oof.
And that's with advantage too. Like.
That's not good.
Why advantage?
No, sorry, no, not with
That's with
advantage.
plus
Sorry, that's
6,
just
you
with
mean.
plus.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sorry, that's that was really bad.
I did this one a little backwards, so it's kind of good that you rolled that one. But you take 6 points of damage. 6 points of damage. As this coral just kind of like it digs in, and then you can feel as you move your shoulder back, it grind and wedge in between your shoulder plate.
Oh,
yeah.
Ow. Okay, yeah.
Why do you paint pictures like that? Oh god.
Ow.
Well, my arm's stuck permanently like this now. So.
Wait, I can cure that. I can cure your wounds. Well, I'll cure your wounds after we get past all this bullshit that's happening.
I'll snap off the end of the arrow and toss it, and then I'll go over to Ziggy and snap off the arrow from her as well.
You can see her trying to coil around, and she actually, like, before you do it, she's coiled herself around, and then she just kind of brings herself down and snaps it off herself. But you can still see, like, blood just trailing and starting to pool underneath her as it looks like a pretty deep wound. I was just about to roll for her as well. She takes 4 points of damage.
Okay. So I'll just have to mark that separately.
Man, it's so weird coming back to DMing after not DMing for 3 months. You just forget everything. You forget the order of everything. It's terrible.
The pool of blood. Damage
1. So, do you continue to press on?
Well, what the hell was in that alcove?
Dude, you can investigate now if you'd like to.
I just point over to the alcove and like kind of motion to Frisk. I keep saying Frisk. Sorry, to Ethel.
Yeah, I'll check it out.
What is that? What?
Okay.
Just
Perception.
Give me an investigation check.
Investigation.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Perception is like general surroundings. Investigation is specifically looking at one thing. Yeah, as you see a small boulder like blocking the right side of the alcove, but as you look past it and kind of walk in a little slower, being careful not to trigger any more traps, you see 4 very crudely adapted crossbows, each with a small string that seems to lead around the boulder and then off in a direction to Naira, almost as thin as spider silk, but the light from Bigglesby's stone that he's holding just kind of catches it briefly and shines it. And as you inspect for a small moment, the crossbows seem to be crude in design and function, and the arrows seem to be fletched with not with anything human made. It seems to be of a completely different make than what you would see with your standard gnome or halfling made crossbow.
So that boulder, is it as you said, it's blocking something?
It's just kind of like sticking out in the side of the alcove there, as you can see on the map. It's just kind of offering like an elevated position in this small little alcove. There's nothing. It doesn't seem like it's blocking anything, any doorway or whatever have you. These 4 crossbows are just trained on this one spot, and it looks like as you look down, you can see small sets of footprints. Looks like it's reset maybe on a daily or every couple of days basis as the dust has started to settle on these footprints.
Okay.
Interesting. I want to jump down and kind of inspect one of the arrows that you said 2 of them hit the side of the cave wall, right?
Yep.
I want to kind of go down and inspect whether they're, maybe a little more native or a little bit more.
Okay.
You said they were crude, so I can only assume maybe like or something like that. So.
I'd say give me a history check for this as you pick it up.
Sure.
In your maybe brief dealings on some of your previous jobs and some of your scholarly readings of some of the tribes of monsters or whatever have you around Ilios, there's again these you can immediately tell these are not made by your kind or any other kind that you've affiliated with. The crew design of the feathers and the arrow tip being just kind of wrapped around almost looks like it was fletched with a rock instead of a knife. This is goblin made.
Goblin made. Interesting. Well,
what the
before
hell
we
was that?
press, that was
a trap. Now we need to fix you up before we keep going. You're
fine.
looking rough.
It's
Are
fine.
you sure?
I'm fine. We have to keep going. We can't waste time.
Okay.
No.
Fine. Let's keep on keeping on.
Damn. So you keep on going as you walk up, Bigglesby. You can hear again, kind of the small roaring from down past you as you come out into a small clearing of a bridge in front of you. Looks kind of tattered and definitely old. It seems as if the water, as it catches off one of these rocks, these stalagmites growing out of the riverbed, you can see the water splashing onto the bridge itself. And it looks like over the years that this bridge has been here, the water has slowly kind of started to erode the planks of the bridge, and the rope looks a little bit tattered.
How much traffic? Am I able to look down at the floor? Obviously, there's going to be maybe minimal traffic going back and forth, maybe footprints or anything like that. Am I able to see?
Give me a survival check.
Sure.
It looks like as you've stumbled up, you've also entered in this small little clearing as well. So you can quite clearly see your footprints, but underneath you've also kind of trampled any other evidence that might be there. It looks like it's well worn, as if it's been traveled frequently.
Okay.
But you're not sure recently or what size of person, monster, whatever have you. There's not quite any indication other than it's definitely used quite a bit, but you don't know how long ago it was.
Hmm.
I just want to test the rope.
Of the bridge? Okay. You just kind of pull it up, and as you drop it, it just kind of levels out. It seems like the whole bridge almost rocks at that moment that you lift it up, and it settles pretty quickly. The rope itself is almost as taut as it could be, but you can definitely feel this like slick, gross, like mossy growth on each part of the rope as you touch it and fool around with it. Are you trying to see if it's like stable enough, or?
Yeah, I'm just trying to see that there's no like it's not gonna just snap on us.
Okay. I'd say give me an investigation check.
Okay.
Lots of checks today. Looking a little further down without stepping on the bridge, right?
Yeah, with that.
Yeah, so without stepping on the bridge, you kind of go around. It kind of backs up onto the rock face that you're currently on. So you go around to the side and kind of running your hands along. It's almost like wringing your hair out. Like you can just like as you pull along, there's this weird like black muck that's starting to go on the edge of your hand as you run your hands along it. You can feel small tatters and small breaks in the line. It's the knots on each end where they've tied off the rope. Whoever made this bridge, they seem sturdy enough, but around the middle, the rope seems to be a little more tattered and frayed as the water splashed up against it, and you can even feel it now as it hits the bank of the rocks that you're on. It splashes up and catches you in the face for a couple moments, blinding you with a shower of mist, and then it passes as the water kind of diverts for a moment around the rock and comes back and splashes you again.
Well, we should travel along this bridge one at a time. No use in making it worse.
One issue. And I turn around and I look at the big guy.
Yep, way ahead of you.
Can you swim, Garthe?
Yeah.
How roaring is that that river?
So this river, it's not necessarily like it hasn't picked up the momentum here. And as you look down, you can see it's on a slant. So definitely just past the bridge here is where it would really start to pick up the momentum. It's not calm water by any means, but it's definitely not the roaring river that you had just passed at the other end of the cavern.
Okay.
So you can tell it'd still be difficult to cross, but it could be manageable.
Okay.
Does anyone have spare rope?
I do believe I do.
You guys should all have about 50 feet of rope in your packs.
Okay. How long does the bridge look?
I'd say about 30 to 40 feet.
Okay. I'll take my rope. Someone keep the end here just in case, and that way we have a fall safe just in case this bridge does not hold up.
I tie it to Garthe's ankle.
Okay.
Big old way.
Just
His ankle?
such an odd spot. Only thing I can reach. What do you want me to do? It on your thigh? I'm gonna hand you the rope. I don't trust you.
Right. Well, I mean, I could throw you.
Don't throw him. He's
I
enough.
have an idea. Don't worry about it. I have an idea. But I want to see that cross first, and we'll see if it'll work.
You.
Just stand there, look pretty.
Can
I
I
take
do
the
a
other end of the rope.
performance check like Arden does?
Fucking course.
For what specifically?
Just standing there looking pretty.
Yeah, go ahead. Give me a beauty check, performance.
How
I want to see that listen in the eye.
Just click on just click on performance.
Oh, just
what
performance.
I meant. Yeah. Looks pretty. He's looking swole, and there's a small like couple of leaves that have fallen off the trees that almost like crown behind his ears. One got caught. Some twigs stuck in his ponytail that just give him this like rustic, natural look.
I almost do a double take, but I catch myself.
Yeah. The light on the rock kind of shines across his like his face, and you can see the sweat
It's
beads.
gay. It's gay.
He did indeed stand there and look pretty. You can see him with like a slight pose to him.
Am I doing it right?
Huh? What? Sorry.
What? Am I doing it right? You told me to stand here and look pretty.
Yes, you look.
Yeah. Go ahead.
She's moving, right? She's going.
It's gay.
It's so gay.
Frisk.
You're muted, Ethel.
Oh, I'm sorry. I was gonna say, can I just longingly look at Garthus because I can't seem to resist a pretty face, and
Yeah.
I'm seeing him in a new light. So
It's in a new light indeed.
as the light from Biggles, you know, his
His rock.
little rock, as a light from his rock just slowly flickers, and then you see just the light on the side of his face, and just the way he's just illuminated in the cave. He looks good.
It's very dangerous too.
He
with
looks really good standing there.
The backdrop behind him of the ominous cave
So
system you're in.
mysterious.
Very mysterious, very dangerous.
Very, very dangerous.
Oh my god.
Lyra, are you crossing over?
Yeah, I'm
Okay.
very, very carefully crossing over.
Okay. Slowly taking steps across the bridge as you kind of you leave the safety of the rock shore here, start to walk across. You can feel the weight of the bridge start to like bow underneath you, even your small stature, and it slowly dips into the water, and you can see the water kind of rippling and running across it now, splashing further over the bridge and catching you. For a moment, she like disappears in a cloud of mist as like a huge, a small wave like kind of hits the rock and just kind of over her, and then clears almost as quick as it came. Make it to the middle.
I hate DMs.
Take a step,
so much.
and you can feel it creak underneath you. There's almost a moment where you can almost feel like the wood itself is made of dirt, as it's the same consistency, but you quickly like step over on top of the next one and kind of pull yourself with the rope and come across onto the safety of the other side.
Well, who's next?
I am. So, I have high acrobatics and dexterity. So I would like to, instead of tying the rope and being safe, since my character is rather risky, I would like to sprint and traverse my way across that bridge.
Okay.
Girl.
So you see, as you turn around, you say, "Who's next?" You can see Ethel already preparing. She just breaks out into a sprint, not getting 3 to 4 feet before stepping on that same board that you avoided, and her foot just through, and your face just smacks against the wood of the bridge. You feel your foot now being like pulled at by the waves as you pull it up. Maybe do you break into another sprint, or?
Oh, you know what? I get knocked down and I get up again, fam. Let's go.
Continues walking, maybe a little bit more humbled. Crosses the bridge. You feel the safety.
Did you learn anything from that?
What?
Did you learn anything from that? the display of pure agile shenanigans? Use this. Use this.
So basically, run as fast as we can.
No, don't run across.
Don't do it. It's not worth it.
But she did
No.
I'm sure she meant to do that, right?
No.
Never has to do the flop.
That's not accidental blood.
Oh,
My face met the board. It
I
did
thought
hurt.
because she went to burning
Does
board.
Ethel have like a huge like bruise on her face now?
Yeah, you can see like the side of her face now is covered in that muck that you had on your hands. And she seems like a little scraped up, maybe a splinter or two sticking out of her forehead, but nothing serious.
'Tis a flesh wound.
Just gonna
Okay.
take out those splinters.
Thanks,
It was me. Why did you tie to me? And you want me to go first?
No.
You're not going first.
Well, before you.
You're the stop. So now that we have all the ropes, I'm going to go along with them. And I have a trick up my sleeve. Don't worry about it. I'll be right back, okay? I take all 3 of the... I'm going to tie my rope to Garthe, and I'm going to cautiously walk. And looking at the boards, what do you think a precipitation would actually, like, clean off the... I guess the water a little bit? Would it be easier to travel on, or would it be, like, making it a lot worse?
It'd be... I'd assume if you were to prestidigitation the water off
like
to clean it, it would be immediately, like, you can tell it would clear it and then would quickly be replaced by the water constantly flowing right next to it. Yeah.
I almost want like kind of like a sweeping motion, just a back and forth of just like a broom, basically, just kind of just off.
Trying to keep the water off yourself.
Yeah, kind of off myself, but also trying to like make sure it's.
I'll allow it for flavor. Yeah, I'll allow it for flavor. As you see, like, the water just slowly start to, like, it's not like it's parting as he's walking. You can see him, like, very, like,
angrily mopping.
Like, every single time as he pushes, the water just kind of, like, and then it's quickly replaced, and he has to, So you're very briefly controlling these small amounts of water, and the muck, like, it's like almost like power washing when the muck is, like, like, it's just pushed further. With one final, like, push, you get across the bridge, and the 2 of you are just covered in the muck at your knees as it flies off and kind of sticks to you.
I'm rubbing the muck on my face as we speak.
War paint?
Oh, no, it's just mud mask. It's good for the skin.
Mud mask. So precious. Precious Ethel, man.
So with all the ropes, is there a large boulder? I think is it stalagmite that actually comes from the ground, or
stalagmite, stalactite?
Gotcha. All right. So stalagmite, if there is one, I want to go ahead and wrap them all around, not double knot, just triple knot. Have all 3 right there.
Yeah, there's none directly in front of you, in this small little clearing here that you've come up to. But you might find one a little further down. But you can't see any these stalactites that are growing here and the stalagmites that are growing. They're still pretty brittle and pretty thin. They haven't gotten the correct girth. They haven't gotten the correct girth or width or size or whatever. It doesn't immediately make you think of a penis.
See, you say that,
but it all did, right? Yeah.
Shining bright moment. It's not on my mind. Anything like relatively, I would be able to tie it to. I mean, like the wood posts at the end of the bridge.
Wood posts, most certainly. Yeah.
Okay. In that case, I'm going to think that would be the most sturdy.
Just triple. You see him working around the bottom of these wooden posts as he ties it and then goes across. Ties it. If you didn't know any better, it looked like he's like creating a tripwire. And Garthe is like, you're looking across and he's creating a tripwire. He wants you to fall. Rather, that's what it looks like.
How strong is he holding onto the rope?
Are you like holding onto it, or are you just tying it down?
I'm just tying down. Like, I want to make sure, like, if all things bad happen, like for my plan, then obviously he's gonna be fine.
Yeah. And this is still tied to Garthe?
Yes.
Okay.
I would.
Okay. Oh. So as he finishes the wrap, and you're like, is he trying to get me? And then he quick tug, and you remember yet again, there's a rope tied around to you, and it's connected to this small contraption he's built. You go,
oi, don't pull.
And simply tie the last knot. Crack my fingers. Look over Garthe. Garthe, this is gonna feel really, really weird, but you're gonna like it. And I'm gonna go ahead and cast Reduce.
Oh God. Action. Choose either a creature or an object that is neither worn nor carried. If the target is unwilling, it can make a con saving throw. I'd say you're unwilling on this. Are you like open to everything right now, Garthe, or are you still a little guarded here?
Yeah, I'm still standing there pretty.
Okay, so I'd say unaware could also constitute for unwilling right now. Or actually, no, if he's unaware, then, yeah, never mind. No. Okay. So, as he says that, you feel yourself, Garthe, you feel shrinking. And again, reminding of your dream as if you're just falling. You look down at the ground, standing there in your pose, and you quickly feel yourself, as you look down at the ground, it's rushing up to you quickly, quicker now, quicker, and then it stops. As you look up, Digglesby is almost head height with you. You're just a little bit taller. The signposts, or the posts that are holding this bridge up, the bridge itself seems larger and taller. Everything seems bigger and louder as well as you're closer to the ground.
What did you do?
Garthe! Whoa! Take your ropes, get snug with them, and start walking.
Whoa, hold on. What did you do to me?
Did I tell you to act pretty, or did I tell you to think?
You told me to. Regardless, I'm small. Wait. I'm just gonna check in like where the loincloth is.
Same size.
Same size?
Same size.
Wait,
I have anime
same size
eyes
for
right
a
now.
normal Goliath, or?
Same size for a normal Goliath.
Whoa.
Got this!
What? Wait. How long does this last?
Not long at all. Move it.
Fine.
As you guys look across, maybe your attention's somewhere else, or maybe you're watching the whole time. You see this gnome-ish sized Goliath standing there, buff as a motherfucker, just huge, like veiny, swole muscles, kind of almost like it's almost as if like now obviously his stature does not fit his size. He seems
like the biceps are still large,
crunched up, right? Like, he still seems crunched up. It's like a dwarf, but skinny and lean. Are you crossing over?
Oh. I'm gonna walk over. Have you? I can't remember what the film is, but it's basically like he sees a feather land on the. It's an animated film. I can't remember the name of it.
I'm not a fucking weeb. I don't know.
It's not anime. It's Dr. Seuss.
Dr. Seuss?
Horton Hears a Who?
Horton Hears a Who.
I don't think I've ever seen Horton Hears a Who.
He basically, this elephant is trying to cross a bridge. And it's really rusty. He's like, all right, believe you're a feather. Believe you're a feather. Looks in front of him. Feather falls.
Cracks
the bridge. So I'm just gonna do, the Garthe is just like, right, believe you're a feather. Believe you're a feather. Believe you're a feather. He's gonna walk over.
Okay, there's a moment. Are you walking with your eyes closed or eyes open?
Squinting, like...
Okay, because it looked like your eyes were closed there, so... yeah, you see him kind of just, with trepidation, each step holding onto the ropes. Just believe you're a feather under your breath the entire time. There's a moment where, like, you step and you can feel where she fell through, where Ethel just fell through, and you just glide your foot forwards a little more. The water kind of lapping at your feet and at your calves. As you walk across, and with one final, you pull onto the other side.
I'm gonna spear baby Bigglesby.
You're gonna spear him?
I'm gonna, like, on the last step, just jump for him.
Yeah.
And try and tackle him.
Give me an athletics check. Contested athletics checks. Okay.
Athletic. Boy. Yeah, I was expecting that.
Yeah, you're immediately... He seems to be going slow, and then with the last one, he pulls on both of the ropes and just slingshots himself forward. Almost like headbutts you in the chest, and you go flying. You can feel the wound on your chest immediately impacted by his forehead.
Oh!
Yeah.
That was concentration. I am not...
I can't remember what exactly you use for a concentration check. I'm totally... Do you have it on yours, or... It's just a D20 with,
Would it be the mod? I mean...
Is it just a con check?
It should just be... Well, let me see.
I can't fucking remember. I think it's a con check, but I don't want to get it wrong and then have YouTube comments fucking yelling at me the entire time.
Actually, it was this. You got that
yeah,
one wrong.
I think it's just a con check. I wanna... It's a con check. Just make a con check.
Yeah, that's...
Who fucking cares? Mm-hmm. Yeah, so as he hits you here, spears you in the chest, the pain is enough to... and the spell immediately fades, and Garthus expands faster than he shrunk on top of you. So not only have you been tackled, but now you have like 300 pounds of Goliath just on top of your chest.
I'm gonna like push up so that I'm not squishing him. He's like, right, never do that again. And second, only do that when I ask you to do it. That could come in handy for multiple things.
Get
Bagels
off
Day?
of me!
I'm not on you right now. I'm pushed up. Like,
Get away from me!
It's gay.
Oh.
I stand up and I like pull his arm up so he's standing up.
Now for Ziggy.
Ziggy.
Should we just call her Jinx, or do you want to keep calling her Ziggy?
I mean,
because you've called her Jinx as well, so.
I've called her Jinx once. You keep calling her Jinx.
My
That's up
bad.
to you.
All right, I'd say it's your fucking snake. Roll a dexterity check for Ziggy real quick. Yeah. Goes across. You can see her start to wrap around the rope as she's crossing. Doesn't even make an imprint on the bridge. Doesn't even touch it for a second. Just crawls up the pole, and then you can see it like bowing a little bit. She almost touches the water, but still doesn't touch the bridge. Comes out down the pole and begins to circle around you.
Good girl. I pull the ropes in.
Untie them quick, unfurl them, pass them out to each other, wrap them back up around your arms, throw them back in your pack. Who's closest? It'd be Bigglesby. Bigglesby, roll me a very quick, I'd say perception check.
Sure.
Okay. It is enough, but it's very, very, it's very, very far away. You hear what seems to be a humming, just a. It seems to just barely, as it's echoing throughout the cave, it just barely reaches your ears as you now standing up a little bit further ahead of the group as Garthe gets off. You just kind of hear it reverberating in the distance.
That. I just peed my little. I'm not gonna lie. Jesus Christ!
Oh.
I am not here for the humming. Without saying a word, I'm gonna kind of like creepily, like, would there be a close-ish wall that I kind of can like stick to and just kind of
Yeah.
out?
As you've been pushed past the bridge here, there's a small little like jut out from the wall and pushed into a hallway. As you look to your right, there is a longer hallway that seems to extend. With your dark vision, you can see a little bit past. There are a couple just up ahead, the small, narrow room, and then there's about 2 to 3 paths that split. You just put your ear up against the wall?
Yeah, just kind of like, not the wall, but like a little past, just so I can like maybe define it a little bit more. Maybe
yeah, just as you stick your head out a little more, and you kind of, with the noise behind you, you almost drown it out for a second. Give me another perception check.
Sure.
A little bit clearer now. Sounds like a man.
Okay. Is it almost like is it more of a melody, or is it more like a meditating hum?
It's more of a melody. It just sounds like somebody humming to themselves. You can just hear a man in the distance humming to himself. Kind of reverberates a little, and as like maybe you guys step up as well, seeing him perturbed, you can slightly hear it just faintly as well.
I'm just concentrating on the humming. Not really making eye contact, just
I start to go towards the sound.
Okay. You said, are you trying to be stealthy, or?
Yeah, I'm just going like this, just not saying a word, just concentrating, like playing all the scenarios in my head, basically.
Yep. Roll me a stealth check if you guys would like to be stealthy, if you're actively trying to be. But you start to edge forward, Naira, crouching down a little bit, and just kind of bending your knees and staying close to the wall, making sure that your footfalls don't kick any rocks on the way. You can hear it just as you get closer and closer. You come to a forked, not necessarily forked, but a small, I'm gonna say fork, but it's more like a fucking weird spork. As you come into this small room, you can see small, like, a crate of bashed-in provisions and a couple of miner's picks that have been eroded with time and age. It seems like the rust has crawled up and started to, like, slowly consume every one of these older tools. There's a small stream leaking from the wall that leads down into a passage below, and to your right there's a little bit of a faint light coming through and bouncing around the cavern. But the humming as you get closer and closer, you can hear it's also accompanied by an instrument. You can see ahead of you there's also a light, and the sound seems to be coming from in front of you, not to the right.
I keep going towards the sound.
Okay. Continuing on, Naira presses forth.
My eyes are wandering everywhere. Just
yeah.
Kind of inspecting provisions more than anything.
Yeah. You're inspecting the provisions?
Yeah, I'm gonna take a look at the provisions.
Okay. Yeah, as you quickly pour over them, falling a little bit behind, you find just about 1 or 2 rations. It seems like the muck and the filth has covered them as well. But the wrap that they've been bound in, the leather, and the small strap that's been wrapped once vertically and then once horizontally seems to have sealed everything inside. You can add 2 rations to your pack if you'd like.
Sure.
What are you trying to investigate, Garthe?
For traps.
Okay. Looking around, you don't see any more down this way. You can't find any telltale pressure plates. Again, nothing, no tripwires as you wait for Bigglesby's light, kind of without directing him to just kind of go over the whole area. There seems to be nothing awry in the tunnel here, but as you get closer and closer, come to another room where it seems the path to your left has been caved in almost as you step out onto a small plateau of rocks, looking down into a small ravine, telling from the sides of it. It looks like water had once passed through here, but the blockage to the right, perhaps leaking a little bit of water. There was a stronger river here that connected to that pit earlier. You look down to the left, and also another cave-in. And the sound in front of you, light kind of splaying across the walls now, almost as a flickering firelight, multiple torches. You can hear a small flute playing, small violin. Frisky would immediately recognize these instruments, and you can still hear the humming.
Guys.
Interesting. He's not bad.
You might want to go slow around here.
How many do you think there are?
Would I have a good understanding of how many?
You can only hear one voice.
You can hear
But
one
how many,
voice.
instruments.
How many torches were there?
You can't see the torches, but like judging by the light, maybe 2 to 3.
Can I do a check for what instruments I'm hearing right now?
I wouldn't even say that you'd have to. It's loud enough now as it reverberates through this like caved in tunnel here. You can definitely tell it's a violin and a flute. But it sounds unlike anybody you've ever heard play in your life, Ethel. They're not even in Bard school, not even the teachers that you were learning from in Bard College. You've never heard anybody perform in such a melodic and eerie way, as if it's an entire like soul being put into the music.
Is it okay if I proceed ahead of the team? Because I have some pretty good stealth, so I would like to at least see what we're up against.
Go ahead, roll me a stealth check. Unless they're pushing forwards, you can quickly push in front of them. But go ahead and roll me a stealth check. Okay. Yes, you push forward. Oh, you already rolled a 22. Sorry, I didn't see that one. So yeah, with your 22, you quickly like push past. You feel just a hand on your shoulder, Naira, as Ethel pushes past. quickly hop down this small little plateau. It's just one rock and then a wide berth, and then hopping down the other one. You're in this small ravine. Do you guys follow her?
Absolutely.
Okay.
No, guys, wait. No, stay. Let me check. Let me see what it is. We have no idea what's around that corner.
If it's
Yeah, but there's like maybe 3 or 4 people.
Well, I'm just gonna peek in. I'm not gonna run in there and make my presence known.
Be careful.
Okay, I'll check and I will come back.
I'm just kind of sitting ready.
Okay. So Ethel, you push forwards, moving slowly, and all of you guys stay exactly where you are.
Yeah.
Okay.
I do. Yeah.
A bit forward, not too far.
Okay. What did you get? Okay, you got the. All right. As you're walking forwards, Ethel, the music gets louder and louder. It seems to almost like take over every single feeling that you have. You're left with a sad and a somber moment, and then an uplifting feeling, and then again sad and somber, as if the music itself is telling you a story of love and life and death and things lost and an eternal dance that never stops and always comes around to the beginning again. And then Garthe, as you shift forward and jump down, you lose your footing on one of the rocks and you hear the and immediately it just stops.
Son of a bitch.
What are you doing, Ethel?
Nobody move.
Can we sit for a second and see if we hear any movement?
Yeah, sure. Roll me a perception check. You hear a slight ruffling, and like a muffled voice, but there's nothing immediately in front of you. You just hear as if somebody's kind of ruffling through a bag.
Okay. I want to press forward.
Okay. How long are you waiting? You just immediately going back in?
Yeah.
Okay. So as you start to push forward, you all, the 3 of you, just see Ethel completely disappear from sight around a quick bend. A couple of stalagmites. You briefly see her hair through a crack of one, and then just gone. And you can see a large a large halfling shadow of the outline of Ethel as you step into a very well lit room. As you come in, you can see a small rack of supplies. Looking down, ladder in front of you, and there's multiple bedrolls. But in the very middle of the room, there's just a man, dark black hair, with a small kind of inconspicuous, just black cloak on, concealing anything that may be underneath, and a mask made of what would look to be silver, a small horn sticking out on the side, and looks to be like paint splattered across it. It doesn't look like the paint has stuck fully, but as it's run down and dried, it's almost like gone from it's like a gradient. It's the color of red, the color of blood. You see floating next to him is a kind of ethereal looking flute, and just behind that there's a violin just kind of floating directly behind him, and he looks up and, oh, you hear the voice, and, hello, how are you? Are you friend or foe?
I'm a friend.
Oh. Right. Perfect. And snaps his finger, and as he snaps, the 2 instruments kind of pick up again, and you notice the easel in front of him. He just immediately goes back to it and just starts he's brushing across the canvas. Doesn't seem to be dipping the paint in anything, but every time he makes a very aggressive stroke, paint just splatters back at him. And he's, please, come in. Come sit down.
Oh, well, I've also brought some other friends with me. Would you mind if I went and grabbed them really quick?
Ooh, yes, I heard them. Beautiful dancers, they must all be.
Oh,
Please.
absolutely.
You go back and grab them?
I go back and grab him.
He just says, please, and doesn't even pay you any mind. He's talking directly to the canvas, but, you know, you're off to the side. He's completely not even regarding you as you leave. You can see Ethel kind of quickly scrambling. You can hear the music picking back up once again. Almost a comforting feeling brought back into you as the emptiness and the void of this cavern is once again filled with this rich melodic music and the slow humming of and she just quickly comes up.
Hey guys, I met a guy in a black cloak and a silver mask. He seems like a nice guy. He's just playing music. I told him I'd come back and get you guys. You want to go in?
You told him we were there? You told him we were here.
Does the get
he seems kind of friendly.
Like does the getup or mask or even anything sound familiar at all? Just history or just some sort of religious, maybe something I haven't even heard of yet. I mean, well, obviously I wouldn't know any. But...
Give me a history check. I'd say with disadvantage.
Okay.
Doesn't strike any chords. There's been a couple of like religious cults since the rise of the temples in the city that people have started to wear like ornate gold masks with two like long horns that wrap around at the back, but nothing silver, and you haven't seen him yet. There's no like very well done description on her part of what's going on. So.
Well, I guess the jig is up. Let's go and meet this strange fellow and see if he knows where Gooch is.
All right, sounds good. So we're heading back into his well-lit room.
Okay. His well-lit room.
His well-lit room. And I wanna go ahead and do a check. I kind of want to examine the room.
Okay, yeah, give me a perception check. And as you all follow her, the music stops again briefly, but then he looks over and then starts back up almost immediately as he snaps his fingers again. As you look about the room, Ethel, giving it a quick once-over, you can see it looks as if someone or many someones have lived here for just a little while. Seems to be a pretty, like, hastily made camp, and some of the other, like, bedrolls that adorn the hall here, they seem kind of rotting and in the process of just degrading down and breaking down. It doesn't seem like there's many supplies or provisions around him, but he's got like a small crate of what looks to be rations and a couple of fresh fruits. There's a fire burning that seems to have a large stack of wood next to it, but no woodcutter's axe nearby. And you, Naira, as you come into, and then all the rest of you come into, you see this tallish figure, inconspicuous black cloak, the silver mask, and paint dripping down. At first you think it's blood, but then seeing his brush strokes, and he seems to just be with abandon. There's no set rhythm. It doesn't seem like he's sketching anything. You can't see the front of the canvas, but he's just kind of almost in tune with the music.
I'm gonna go ahead and talk to him.
Yeah.
So, sir, do you have a name that you go by?
He stops for a moment. I believe they call me the Painter nowadays.
The Painter?
The Painter.
Interesting. Well, Mr. Painter, we are currently looking for our friend. He's about yay tall.
The goblin.
You've seen him?
Why, yes, I painted him. He did not stop, and it was brief, but oh, he danced. Oh, did he dance.
Where is he?
Well, he went, he points back at you, the other way. Across the bridge you go, not down to my hole, but the other way, and you reach a cellar.
Who put him in the cellar?
It was a woman. It was with a woman. I know not the face. Or the name, but I do know the face.
Could you paint the face?
I have. Come,
Can we
show us?
Climb the ladder, and he gestures to the ladder in front of you. Climb down, come. Dance with me.
I'm not in the mood to dance.
I get the sketchiest fucking feeling. Artsy fartsy, swear to God.
Everything, my dear, is a dance.
I will swing my hips as I descend the ladder.
Looking at instruments, can I do like an Arcana check, maybe of the room itself?
Okay.
Just feeling.
Yeah. Give me an Arcana check. Yeah.
Just anything magical, anything just funky.
Yeah. The instruments immediately you key in on. They're like almost the first thing you notice, right?
Yeah.
The violin kind of ethereal. It's got like the typical like see-through mirage-like figure to it. You can tell they're just illusions, but they seem to be major illusions, not just a minor illusion. And the fact that he's got two going at once is quite impressive.
Okay. Like anything in the room that would even the paintings, the paintings themselves.
There's definitely something going on with the fact that he does not have any paint, but it seems like every time with again just a very slow, and then and paint just sticks across his face. You can see it drip down, and as you look a little closer, like you can see the front of his robe is just covered in red paint. The crimson metallic color of blood, however, almost as if he's painting with actual blood, and you can't quite figure out what it is, but you know that whatever's happening here is definitely magical.
Okay.
You can't discern what kind of magic. You climb down, Ethel, and he stops painting for a moment. Come to me. Come dance and see what I've wrought. Do you approach, Ethel?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. As you walk over, patting over, you all see her. Are you following her down, or what's going on?
I'm staying right where I am.
Right where you are?
I'm
Okay.
I'm ready to book it back to where he said Gooch was.
Okay, yeah. Kind of just precariously looking over the ledge. I don't have a thing for him, but he's right by that crate of whatever the fuck the apples, I guess. And you step around. You all see her walk up, and he just kind of extends an arm to put around your shoulder. And as you come closer, he grips you tightly, and just kind of faces you like about face to the canvas. He says, look and dance. Let the colors dance. And it's red, pure red. That crimson metallic color, and as you smell it, it's got the irony smell to it as well, of blood. And as he takes his left hand now and just one stroke, it seems to like open up the color of red, almost as if like a brush through water, and you see the brief flash of Gooch, just a roughly drawn and painted green figure of Gooch looking scared and intimidated, almost terrified. And then another swath across, and you see bones, just thousands and thousands of bones, not skeletons, but just bones, a pile of bones seeming to be covering an entire forest floor. He says, Do you see how they dance? Look closer. Can you tell?
I can see that. I can see Gooch looks so scared. But you said you had a picture of the lady who took him, right?
Yes, the woman.
Can I see that one?
Yeah, and he lets go now, and with his right hand, and you paint splashes your face, which you quickly realize is blood, as it kind of drips down your face, and you see almost a half face of Kaylee Wind that you had seen. You see her standing above Gooch for a brief moment, like rage in half of her face, and then another, and almost desire on the other half. See how they dance together now.
Oh my gosh! I need to tell the others. This is insane. This is crazy.
Ethel? What is it? Ethel?
Come see the dance.
No, Ethel. What is it? Who is it?
It's the lady. It's the lady who hired us. She's the one who took Gooch.
That bitch. And I turn right around and go back like to where the other entrance was.
She said
that bitch.
Oh my gosh, we need to go. All right. We need to go. We need to go now.
Thank you. Thank you for dancing with me.
Thank you for showing us this.
And he, like, as he reaches out and grabs your hand, it's very, very gentle. You can see, like, as he extends his hand past the cloak, it's a human hand, but his hands seem covered in multiple colors. The green of Gooch, the pale color of her skin, the dark, like, night sky, and small, like, flecks of what look to be blood. And she dances, and she will keep dancing. And the colors will be so vibrant in the sky as they light up, and the white everywhere. And he will dance too, and soon they will dance in tandem. And one day, I would like you to dance for me, if you will.
Oh boy, we just met. This is really forward.
Are we able to hear this, by the way?
Yeah, you can hear it.
Yeah. Well, we really need to go find our friend. So I will, we're actually going to go and find him, but I will come back and dance with you.
Safe travels. I will see you yet again when you dance.
Of course. Farewell.
Farewell.
All right, let's blow this popsicle stand, peeps.
I'm long gone.
Say
Yeah.
popsicle.
They're gone.
I'm long
So you
gone.
didn't hear any of that exchange?
I didn't hear any of that, no.
Yeah.
I'm fusing every word, every detail, and then the whole outfit, everything into my brain.
Yeah.
Now that is.
As you walk past, you guys leave?
I'm just like glancing around a minute, and I nod and
you see him like almost. You can't see his eyes, but you can feel them doing the exact same to you, as if you've now been like imprinted, as if he no matter what, he could spot you in a crowd.
I'm gonna strike a heroic pose and be like, right, we'll catch you later.
As he's marvelous. I would love to see you dance. And he just goes back to the painting. You see his hands frantically, the paint splattering now. You can hear little ripples as if something is being dragged repeatedly through water, sloshing around almost as if you're on the shore washing your clothes. And the music he snaps and it just completely it dies out and he just. Those are the sounds that you hear as you walk down the hallway again. Not Ethel, Naira, you are way the fuck ahead, yes?
Yep, I'm way ahead. I'm going for Gooch.
Going for Gooch?
God damn it.
All right.
I'm just going for the Gooch.
You three catching up real quick?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I'd say you all quickly get back to the fork, and you're met with a decision to go right or left. You guys going left?
Going left.
Going left? Mm-hmm. Okay. As you all come around the bend, you can see in front of you a long stone hallway. And in about 5 to 10 feet in front of you, the stone starts to like bleed in and almost grow over. Can't grow, but looks as if it's like bled into a small like cobblestone wall system. As you continue to walk forwards and pressing onwards, your footfalls now become a little more little louder as you realize you look down. You're walking on flat stone, as if it's been carved to perfection. What are you guys doing? And you reach a small room in front of you. To your left, a little alcove seems to dip into a small room, and then directly in front of you, you can see the light kind of dancing into what looks to be a cellar.
I go right in.
Right in? Directly
yep.
in? What's the marching order?
I'm first with
You're
Jinx.
first?
Or with
Before she goes in, I'm gonna just grab her
Color
shoulder.
jinx already. God damn it.
I know. I should really just color jinx.
I'm gonna grab her shoulder and be like, wait. Traps.
Give me. I need to go find him.
Traps.
Fine.
let me
Search for it.
Make an investigation check, whoever's looking. Jesus bless you. As you say traps and you look down, she says fine, whatever. You look down and just as you had grabbed her mid-step, there's a small raised portion of the stone that seems to stick out perfectly square, about 1 foot by 1 foot across, that her foot was just hovering over as you grabbed her shoulder.
See, if I didn't grab you then, you would have triggered something.
Fine. Yes, thank you. Can we go? We need to find him.
Calm down. Right. It's a foot by one, it's like a foot long. May have to jump over.
Can't we step over?
You can easily, like, skirt it as well. It's just the one singular plate in the middle of the hallway here.
Just a single plate?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, well, I go around it then.
Okay. Quickly going around, you continue on, going into this small cellar, and as soon as you like enter into the cellar, the damp and like musty smell of the cavern is still present, but it doesn't seem it's almost outshined, outsmelled, if you will, by the what smells like freshly cut stone. It as if it's as if somebody has just come through and just chiseled this room out of this rock face, and you've just missed him by a second. You can still smell the various minerals in the air, and the dust seems to still be settling as well from the stone. There's small little bits of shale on the ground as you press further into the room. Seems like it's already been like provisioned and stocked. There's a barrel off in the corner. There's a small chest in front of you with a small padlock on it, and a couple of crates have already been moved in. But again, even the lines on the ground seem to be fresh from the crates being pushed into position into the corners, and as if somebody's just set up like a small tavern here, and this is a small wine cellar or something.
Is there a cellar?
You're in the cellar currently.
Oh, sorry. Is there like any kind of like? I meant to sell actually.
No.
Sorry,
no. There's no.
Gooch.
Can I look around? Is this like a perfectly cut room, like to the point where I'm not sure if it's even human made or like?
Roll me a perception check.
Sure.
I mean, it looks pretty perfect. The DC on it was 5. You find like there's one small imperfection. It's just like one,
okay.
But the rest of it is very, very clean and smooth, as if someone's taken like a large like sword or whatever and just shaved it off, essentially. And you looking down, you can see like large piles of slate and rock that as they've fallen off the wall, they crumbled and broken into different pieces, some sharp and sticking up. As you guys kind of walk through the ruins of them, you have to be careful not to step on them and impale your foot. But it does look pretty perfectly carved out.
I'm knocking on the crates and barrels. I'm trying to see if there's Gooch in any of them. Can I like pry them open and?
You can try.
Okay.
If you want to pry them open.
Yeah.
Okay, give me a quick strength check. Just a general strength check to pick it off. Yeah, there's as you go up and you try it the first time, you realize like they're nailed down. So you have a short sword, right?
Yeah.
Whatever you
have
could use
a
it.
spear and a dagger
Or something. Take the dagger under each nail and you just quickly like you pop your hand down on your wrist. It stings for a moment, but it pops the nail off, and go to each of them. As you pull the one off, it looks like it's been stuffed with like small bales of hay, and it as you kind of dig through it quickly, just seems to be canteens and small swords and daggers that look shoddy of make but recently made. Nothing quite human or goblin in here, but they just look like regular supplies and provisions.
Is that in every single one of them, or can I go to each
You go on to
one?
another one? Yeah.
Yeah.
Give me another strength check. What are you guys doing while she's popping open these frantically? There we go.
Like ale or anything?
A what?
Ale or wine or...
There do seem to be a couple barrels in the room. Those are strength saves, by the way, Naira. You got to click on the strength button. Yeah. I didn't realize it the first time, so I'll give it to you. But you gotta pop a cask open. Okay.
Yep.
So as what are you doing it with? You just there's no taps on them at all. So are you just gonna put an axe in one, or?
Hold on one sec.
Can Bigglesby look for like other exits or any other? I guess any other.
Yeah, there is a large a large corridor in the room that leads into another room where the light is coming from. As you walked in, you can see it does have a set of stairs there, and a couple more boxes further back. In the room here, you just have a couple of barrels, this locked chest, and about 2 to 3 crates. You now again bring it up and and kind of have to do it once or twice there to get it popped off. But eventually, you pop off the one nail and pop off the second, and you don't even wait for the third or the fourth. You just kind of rip them off, and you hear the wood as the nail splits through it. Seems to be the same thing this time. Just a couple of rations in there, about 2 to 3. You can take them if you'd like. Seems like there's some fresh fruit, some other fresh produce, but no gooch.
I'm gonna use one of my hand axes just to
hand axe. Yeah, just a downward swing, sinks in. The second you pull it out, you see like red wine just start to flow out of the barrel that you've impaled.
Yep, his mouth is straight onto it.
Yeah, you guys just hear as you look over, and his mouth is just planted onto a barrel, and you see like wine just spilling down his face, dripping onto the floor.
I'm just going to the next
crate. Okay, last crate.
Ethel.
Yeah, you're muted.
Well, Gooch is supposed to be here. He was here, so shouldn't his scent possibly be around?
I point towards the light at the end of the hall and everything like that. Just not saying a word. Just
the hall there.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, while Naira's going through that crate, I would like to go down to the hallway.
Okay. So you head into the other room.
I'll be 5 feet behind her.
Okay. Yeah. You go in just a little bit behind her. Bigglesby, as you give me another strength check, Naira. How much of this wine are you drinking?
Half the barrel at the moment.
Okay. Give me a con check with advantage. Con save with advantage, rather.
Yeah, just a half a barrel of wine. No big
half
deal.
A barrel of wine. Goes down the gullet smoothly. Goes down the front of your shirt even smoother. Seems to be fine. After a while, it stops like pouring out. You have to stop as you've only kind of broken it in the middle. So as you've drank, it's gone down under the level of the hole, and it's just slowly started to pour. There's a couple moments as it's still coming out, and then it just starts to like run a little dry. All right, this one it takes a little while. This is particularly difficult. There's a couple more nails on this than expected, and kind of popping it off. Still popping it off. One nail takes a couple of minutes, and then second nail is your wrist is getting a little sore from having to smack it down and pull your elbow down and push it up. The blade seems to be like bending just ever so slightly, but finally you pop it off. While these two are in the other room, Ethel and Bigglesby. Ethel, you walk into the room. You see a small pair of like wooden steps leading upwards here.
Proceed.
Seemingly, you're just going straight up?
Yep.
Okay. Ethel, you see Ethel immediately start to walk up the staircase, Bigglesby. As you coming into the room, you can see the door of this has been, like, it's been laid down on the ground. It looks like there have been some footsteps that have gone over it, and it just hasn't really been put up yet. But
can I examine the footprints?
You just see her. Yeah, sure. Go ahead, give me an investigation check.
Yeah, doing a once over the entire room.
Perception
papers.
check.
Okay.
It doesn't. It looks like it's been multiple footsteps. You can only tell because of the muck from the caverns. It looks like somebody has come through the muck of the caverns, but it looks like a group of multiple people. You can't tell if human or whatever have you, but there's muck that's been kind of like pushed about by footsteps, and then that footstep has been stepped on slightly to the right, so there's a little bit of a cut in it, and so on and so forth. As you look around, there's nothing really of interest in here, Bigglesby. There's just a couple more crates, a bit longer crate off to the left. A couple of things have been stacked on top of it, like small rucksacks of things, but nothing.
Just no identification of any kind.
Nothing super suspicious. Off to your right, there is a closed door, but there's nothing else. Naira, in the crate, almost the exact same thing. There's a couple of weapons and provisions, a small set of leather armor that's too big for you, and not much else.
Fuck!
I want to go check the door.
Okay, so you're going down from the stairs and checking the door? Okay. Yep. As you walk up to the door, give it a quick rattle. It's locked.
All right. I don't have lockpicking skills, do I?
I don't think so. You would need a set of thieves' tools.
Set of thieves' tools.
Set of thieves' tools, and I don't think.
No, I never bought any.
No, you don't have those.
So
you can just see her rattling on this small padlock on the door. It looks like a simple one, like it's just a small bar, and then it's been locked. What's up?
Garthis.
What?
Garthis. I need you to charge through this door.
Wait. I walk over. I mean, aren't we supposed to be stealthy?
We're worried about that later. Door? You like doors, right? No, you hate doors, don't you?
You hate doors.
You want that door dead.
Get the door. Get the door.
What do I hate a door? What did that door ever do to me?
It actually talked about you and how dumb your face looked.
I saw you. Doors talk. Well,
Are you sure about that?
There was that one door, actually.
Minor illusion. Actually, can I minor illusion the sound? I think I can.
I believe you can. You can with prestidigitation as well, but that's like I'd say maybe more of a primal sound, if I'm not mistaken. Like it's like a rumbling or something like that.
You create a sound or an image. Okay.
Yeah. So you can do that with minor illusion. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna minor illusion just the sound coming from the door.
Okay.
Just a like someone trying to hold back a laugh or something.
Yeah. Roll me an investigation check real quick, Garthis. As you move further into the room, you hear a snickering. What's your spell save?
13.
13. As he's saying that, you hear from the door. He just laughed at you.
But wait. No. What? What?
You're really gonna let him do that?
You're gonna let that door laugh at you?
That door doesn't know what you're talking about. Try to tell it. It looks like you're doing it right. It's letting doors walk all over you.
No, it's gonna hurt me. I'm gonna Sparta kick the door.
Okay. Give me a strength check, just a flat strength check. As you, boom, and you kick into it, and you feel it just reverberate through your entire leg as your knee locks into place. You kick like directly on one of the metal bars that are covering the door and solidifying a little bit, fortifying it rather. You just feel it like shake your entire body for a moment as the door just. It moves a slight bit and then rocks back into place and.
That's a bad vibration. Hold on, give me a second.
Did you really get pushed by a door?
Listen, I can only guess, but I'm thinking it's blocked. Okay, it's blocked. Right. He's just like shaking his leg off, just like
yeah.
Right. Okay. Screw it. Great axe.
Great. Okay. Give me an attack roll. Okay. That hits. Yeah, give me the damage. All right. As you bring it back and then as it just sinks in. You see the axe sink in, and go directly through. You bent some of the metal on the door, one of the metal bars, as it kind of splits in half, and you can see it kind of like reaching through to the inside. Some light spills out as you bring the axe back. You going again?
I'm actually gonna look through the hole.
You're gonna look through the hole? Okay. Roll me a perception check. Okay. Directly on the opposite side, there seems to be what looks like another small contraption, like you've seen in the halls so far of the cavern. Looks to be a small crossbow just trained on the door.
Yeah, it's a good thing I didn't kick down the door.
I don't know. That door looks still pretty good to me.
Yep. Well, if I had kicked it down, it would have been a crossbow to the face. Look for yourself.
I'll peek through, and the door that's locked, is it just like a bar that's holding it, really?
Yeah,
like
it's like one of those bars that you pull up and pull down, but on the part that's pulled down, there's a small padlock that's sealed it from the actual bar moving again.
Gotcha.
As you look through, you see the exact same thing that he's pointed out. It just looks like the same crude goblin crossbow that you encountered in the caverns before.
I'm gonna look through. I want to mage hand, just picking up all the arrows out of the crossbows, just tossing them.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So you just
disarm
the mage. Is that a cantrip or a level 1 spell? It's a cantrip, right?
Cantrip.
Okay. Keep track of how many spells you've used today, if you haven't already.
Oh yeah.
So you summon this ethereal looking like see-through hand on the other side and floats over, reaches down, and just pulls it up. You can, as it pulls it, the bowstring kind of like it twangs and it just sets forward, but a cloud of dust can and holding the arrow just above the one crossbow there.
Just judging by how far it is right now, is it kind of like the same arrows from last time, just very crude goblin-ish looking?
Give me a perception check with disadvantage.
Sure. Damn curiosity.
You can't tell, to be honest. It's not that like light in the room. There's just a little bit of light like spinning around from the corner, and the hand itself is casting a little bit of a shadow over it, so still pretty dim on the arrow there.
Okay. I'm just going to continuously just pretty much pull him out, tossing him, pulling him out, tossing him.
Yeah. Well, it's just the one arrow and the one crossbow there, so.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I thought it was going to be
no, just the one.
I got you.
What's the plan here?
So, what do you do with your hand there?
My hand? Nothing. His hand? Well, you don't have to worry about the crossbow. So if you want to go ham on the door, that'd be great. It's still mocking you, by the way. It just whispered in my ear something about your sister and your uncle. I don't know what that's about, but Goliaths, maybe? I'm
going to use Bigglesby as a ram.
Give me a contested athletics check, I guess, because I don't think Bigglesby would want to be used as a ram.
You touch me, I fucking explode.
15 versus a 6.
Yeah.
You can see him coming towards you, and you can see it in his eyes, that look of anger. For a moment, you think that, like, he knows that you did the illusion, and just as you, like, close your eyes, as he just reaches out, grabs you under the armpits. Give me a strength check. Just a regular strength check. Okay.
Oh my god.
Okay, roll me a 1d4. 1d4, we'll say. Oh, no, 1d6. You take this gnome and from under the armpits, grabbing the back of his shirt, and you just whack! Your face collides with door very heavily. You also take 6 points of damage as your face runs into one of the bolted metal bars on the door. It's just a flat sheet of metal that's been bolted to it. It just crack like more top of your forehead than the nose, thankfully. But there is just a ringing sound like as you're pulled away, just everything, every direction that you've ever known is flipped and then flipped again and then turned 90 degrees. You have no idea which way is which. For a moment, you don't even remember your name. This gnome collides with door, Garthe, but there is no visible damage.
I still have my mage hand. Mage hand will cup balls. It will squeeze balls. It will
Well, maybe I like that.
squeeze balls until I am dropped.
It's gay.
As he says that, the mage hand, like, you can see, like, the finger crawling through the hole. Here's Johnny! As it, like, comes out and just starts to, like, float in front of you and then go downwards.
Well, I'm just saying, maybe that'll be a good time.
Just slowly, just
Starts to cup.
you're going to let me go. You're going to let me go.
A bit slow there, mate. Like,
No, it's still going.
It reaches. I would say it can't like actually like strangle his balls.
I would
but
about
it's a nice
pressure.
firm grip.
I start pulling.
This is the most. This is so
Yeah.
gay. This is. I love it.
Drop me, Garthe.
I mean, have you ever seen my balls?
Over here eating my rations, just watching.
You can roll an acrobatics check to try and get out, Bigglesby, if you want.
Yeah.
I'm gonna drop him.
Okay. As it pulls a little more, you for a moment, Bigglesby, just barely regaining your senses, you're just dropped and then smacked down onto the floor again. ringing happens. The balls are still being pulled a little bit. Garthe, it's starting to get a little tight.
What? You gonna let go?
Am I gonna have to make a testicular torsion roll here? Like,
I'm still going. I am.
Can you let go of my balls so I can cut down the door? I never imagined I'd have to say that in a D&D. But today is a day of movement. So there we have it.
I'm my
Oh, wow.
I kind of feel like my head's still ringing. Everything fucking hurts.
yeah,
I'm about to start playing
I
his scrotum like a violin.
Yeah.
let go. You know,
I let go. Right before I do,
flick.
a nice
Ooh.
flick to the right.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Go ahead and make an
Ow.
attack roll with advantage.
Bit tickled.
Attack roll with advantage for the
What is
pain
it,
you're.
just a roll 20 or what?
No. Sorry, Garthe, not you.
Okay.
Yeah, you've already.
Just yeah.
How long does Mage Hand last?
I think it's about a minute.
Yeah.
Let me see. Mage hand. 1 minute.
Yeah, it is a minute. So like as it flicks, it hits and then just disperses. Garthe, if you want to keep attacking, go ahead. You have advantage for having your balls flicked. Okay, all right.
We're really just taking.
Glad I didn't say disadvantage. Great axe to the door. I won't even make you roll damage. All right. As you finally bring it in, and again on the same area, the same hole that you've made, you cut a little bit under it, and as you snap through one of the steel beams, or bars, the door almost just kind of explodes forwards in splinters as the metal bends, and with it the other pieces they bend as well, and then as they snap, splinters, bolts, nails flying back at you as well. You're kind of hit with some of the detritus.
Like caves in.
Yeah.
I'm gonna jump to the side just in case the.
Okay. Yeah. You quickly
arrows.
just nothing.
Is it safe?
I don't know. Still face down on the floor, just head pain, everything.
Yeah.
Ethel? What? Ethel? What are you doing?
Oh, no, I'm just sitting here. I've been eating my rations and just watching this show.
Wait. What? Why? There was nothing to watch.
I mean, maybe for you.
Oh.
Oh my god.
It's his fault. So I'm just gonna peek my head round and just check to make sure that it is.
Yeah.
disarmed.
Yeah, you peek around. It looks like some of the one of the metal bars is kind of like flown through and is like smacked against the crossbow and just turned it completely in a different direction. Looks completely safe.
Oh, nice.
Maybe we should get Naira.
I'm gonna go into the room.
You're going
At
in?
this point, I come storming in.
Yeah.
Pissed off that nothing was in the crates.
Yeah, and you've heard this whole commotion as well.
Okay, I push through the door and start going through.
Okay, is Ethel going first?
No, I think I pushed in front of Ethel, like just
she's
completely.
Okay, so Naira walking forward, Ethel just immediately right behind. Like you were about to walk forward, and she just kind of stormed past, walked into the room. You're immediately met with the sight of 2 locked chests with a torch in between them. But as you walk into the room, you feel your foot start to sink.
Oh shit!
And roll me a dexterity saving throw. And we'll find out what that does next week.
Oh, this.
Oh, come on!
As you hear a click, as your foot sinks down, we will. That's where we're gonna end tonight's episode.
Oh my gosh!
Such a tease. It's not a wax even cliffhanger, but it's still a cliffhanger, kids. Good job, guys. We actually you progressed in the campaign. This is incredible. Not on the main story. I don't give a shit about the story. You just got out of the forest and into the fire.
Into the Gooch cave. Yeah.
Into the Gooch cave. You've gone into the Gooch. Good session, guys. Good session.
You have no idea how bad I want to go back to the painter and literally investigate everything that he fucking does for like ever. Oh my!
Kudos if you can figure out who that character is based on. But good session. I will absolutely.
Is that a character from BioShock?
No.
League of Legends?
No.
Wow.
I didn't like that pause.
It's definitely based on Jin.
You think so? Maybe.
It sounded because like Jin is like this psychopathic artist murderer dude.
So watching Jesse's stream last night, I think I'm totally going to rip off Jin for Neon Scream. Because it's such a cool character, right? But there's the chat says Dorian Gray.
Oh my god.
Oh man.
Have you guys seen, what the hell is that show?
League of Extraordinary Gentlemen?
Negative.
I love that movie.
Penny Dreadful.
Penny Dreadful? No. Gooch? Oh man.
Oh my god.
Man, that was
I'm like low-key really proud of you guys that you actually made it out of the forest without killing each other. Right? Well, I mean, like, you know, this session, not last session.
I licked somebody's balls today.
Without killing each other, you also flicked someone's balls, and you guys role played really well. You did really good. You did really good.
Yeah, that painter's pretty cool, but I was just like, I'm just looking for information. I don't even care.
No, that's fine. That's totally fine.
I got blood on my face. I'm like,
whatever.
Yeah.
So yeah, we're gonna do a quick round here. Just going down the line here of something you guys want a signal boost for the week, something you guys have been enjoying, and your regular channels. Real quick before we start that, if you guys enjoyed the campaign so far, if you're watching either on YouTube or on Twitch, especially if you're on Twitch, go sub to the YouTube. And if you're watching on YouTube, make sure to stop by the Twitch live stream so you guys can catch the show in person and chat with everybody. But please go sub to the YouTube and join our Discord. One of the mods hopefully will get it in the chat. And if you're on YouTube, it'll be in the info section. We have a Discord for all things TableStory related, and there is one specifically for Ilios, and also one for fan art and theory crafting and fanfics. If you have any fanfics to add.
Ooh.
I will seductively read all of them.
I think I'm gonna write one.
Frisk and I can read them on stream and act them out in person. Not in person, but on stream. Anyways, starting.
I want to write a fic about Garthe and Bigglesby.
Garthe and Bigglesby.
How they really met.
As he tackled him to the ground, he felt him grow in size, looked at him in the eyes, and had never seen him in quite a light. Connor, speaking of Garthe growing, get your stream out there, and what have you been enjoying this past week?
I don't know what has happened to my characters. It was Gamil.
All of them are gay. This is
It was Gamil.
and then Garthe.
Oh my god.
Or sorry,
Okay.
Carlias and now Garthe.
Garthe.
Oh man. Jesus Christ.
But yeah. So, hey guys, my name is Connor Cronus. I'm a voice actor, variety caster, and I am also another character in the TableStory universe. You can see that Wednesdays over on Brad Wodo's channel, and the bastard abandoned us tonight. Silly bugger.
To be fair, it was kind of my fault, but still.
But yep, you can find me at twitch.tv/Connor Cronus, 4 p.m. Eastern, Monday through to Saturday, apart from Wednesdays. And currently we're playing through, we're still doing our Assassin's Creed Road to Origins. 40 days until Origins comes out. I cannot wait. But currently playing through Unity. We beat Rogue the other night. And yeah, so if you want to go to the #1 place for Assassin's Creed on Twitch and listen to me just gasm about Assassin's Creed, because love those
He's
games.
such a fanboy.
Did you ever end up beating that? Sorry, go ahead.
I really went over the top of reading into like all the lore and everything like that.
Did you beat the legendary ships? Is that what you're gonna ask? Because I was curious about that as well.
No, I was gonna ask because last week, or I think it was last week, or maybe the week before, you were facing that big ship.
The legendary ship.
Yeah, it's a legendary.
Yeah, did you beat it?
We beat it the night after. I believe.
Shit. Did you beat all four, or because I think that one and the one. There was one other one. Those are the only two I could beat. I couldn't beat the other ones.
Technically, I've beat all 4.
Okay, but like in a previous.
I've got the achievement for it.
Okay.
But the last ship on our map, technically there's 2.
Yep.
And if you kill one of them, it will drop its loot.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like 10,000 gold. So it's just like a gold farm.
Yeah.
You just kill the one over and over, let the other one kill you. So technically, I haven't killed all of them, but in a sense, I have.
Yeah, I think the two and the one that you were fighting were the only ones I've killed in that game. The other ones were way too fucking hard for me. Frisk, what have you been up to besides sleeping?
Hello, my name's Frisk. I have currently been enjoying the inside of my eyelids. I have been, I got back from PAX and I've had the PAX plague, so I haven't really been streaming the last week. But I will tell you, oh boy, I'm coming back with some variety, man. You should check me out at twitch.tv/Frisk. Also, I do voice acting. If you're going to be at New York Comic Con, I will have more info later, but I'm doing voicing for a game, for an indie game. That's why I'm going to Comic Con.
Oh shit!
And we have a booth there. Yeah. So, yeah, no, if you're going to New York Comic Con in like 2-3 weeks, I'll see you there. That's cool.
That's over the weekend, right? You're not going to be here for that week?
Yeah, I'm not going to be here for
this
that
bitch,
week.
man. This bitch.
I'm gone from 3rd to the 11th.
That's fine.
No,
that's
seriously, all I have left is Comic-Con,
and then
TwitchCon.
Yeah, we're all gonna be away from it.
Yeah.
No, I'm just fucking with you.
No, it's called beers. That's what it's called. Yeah. Beers and drinks and
yeah.
Fucking tequila. We're gonna drink a bunch of tequila and go to Burning Bard together. Make a trek.
Also, I was gonna say, if you come to my channel, we've got sweet queefs.
I hate this campaign so much.
My right ear feels violated.
Yeah, my left feels a little violated.
Both of mine.
As chat says, if you enjoy queefs, she has a button for them. That is just lovely. That is, my god.
You could win one in the balloon, a queef in your honor.
Wait, what?
So those balloons back there, every time people resub, I give them a balloon and I number them. And then we have a community night and each balloon has a different prize. So you can win anything from like game codes to like queefs in your honor and like I'll throw like reverbs on them and shit. Like it's pretty dank.
Oh, it's pretty dank. Frisk is a living fucking meme. Holy shit. Everyone says like I'm a living meme, but look at this woman. No. She's got a queef button. I've just got fucking Nani?
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 Oh, I wamu shindaru.
Kara, do you have anything? Do you have anything to signal boost, Kara?
Not really. I mean,
No?
we're still a little bit out from October. So October we'll be doing Inktober. So we'll be doing.
I'm so excited for that.
Yeah, we'll be doing a drawing every day. So we won't be streaming every day, but on Twitter we'll have a thing where everyone can show their drawings for that particular day. So just kind of like get your pens out or digital or however you want to do it, and we'll be doing it all together. So yeah, that's kind of like all I have going right now.
There's I've got the link in chat, by the way, if you guys want to go follow everybody. Zot, anything crazy?
This week, the new Guild Wars 2 expansion comes out, so I'm gonna be going ham with that. Nothing like a good old human god coming back to life, so that's good. Other than that, not really. And what was it? Levin, formerly known as Electricans, actually gifted me a game called Epic Tavern. I'm gonna be checking that out as well. So you actually might like it, Jay.
Okay.
Like, they something like The Sims and Dungeons and Dragons.
What?
Mixed.
Oh,
So,
Daddy like.
yeah.
That sounds amazing.
Daddy
So
like.
Epic Tavern is the game. Geek and Sundry gave it a badass review, so I guess that's also a win. Other than that, October is going to be TwitchCon and Destiny 2 and the end of my actual life.
Yeah, I hear you there.
Yeah, be infusing into literally the internet. It's going to be bad. Yeah, that's pretty much it. MMO heaven. Yeah.
I've got nothing to signal boost other than West of fucking Loathing. That game is amazing.
It's honestly, you made me actually play Stick of Truth because of the playstyle and everything like that.
Oh, yeah. It totally reminds me of Stick of Truth, too. You guys, I've been streaming it lately here on the channel Monday through Friday, and it's incredible. It's just, for those that haven't seen West of Loathing, it's like a stick figure RPG based on Kingdom of Loathing, if you guys have ever played that on your browser. But some of the writing it's just the most creative writing that I've ever read in like one of these games. It's a little bit less crass than like Stick of Truth, but a lot more just
There's so
ironic and clever.
The best line from Stick of Truth has to be Jimmy.
Magical son of a Jimmy.
Magical
son of a Jimmy.
Oh man.
There once was a maiden from Snowberry.
I fucking, oh my god, you're just reminding me of all those great moments. Dude, Jimmy was the greatest bard ever.
Oh my god.
But yeah, that's all I have to signal boost. Also, I joined a Twitch team yesterday called Would You Kindly. They're a bunch of assholes. I'll be leaving them tomorrow. That's all. That's all.
Somebody clip that, please.
Yeah, I told them when we did the announcement. They were like, "Would you join our team?" I was like, I actually just accepted an invite from Nerd Fusion. Sorry, boys." Then thankfully they laughed. I was hoping thankfully the joke was good enough. But I'm gonna go get some Nando's, some cheeky Nando's.
You want some cheeky Nando's, mate?
With the small British woman living in my house currently until Tuesday.
You haven't lived until you've had a Nando's. Then you'll die after having some Nando's because it'll burn your backside.
I'm still so confused. What?
So Nando's, I guess. So the way that it's been explained to me is that Nando's is the restaurant, right? Mm-hmm. And when you go there, you're having cheeky Nando's, right? And
that's only then.
At Nando's, when you have cheeky Nando's, you also have cheeky Bants. That's how it's been explained to me.
That is one of the reasons why I want to.
I need an interpreter, please.
Okay.
Anyone, just
you want to what?
Anyone.
That's one of the reasons I want to move away from the UK. Like
so,
the food that they have, beautiful.
Is it chicken?
It's primarily a chicken.
Interesting.
Place.
Is that why
it's like really
cheeky?
The sauce that they have is like really spicy, depending on which like. No, I wouldn't say difficulty because they have like a difficulty bar on their menu.
Are you serious?
Like a heat level kind of thing.
What the fuck?
Oh wow.
Yeah. See, chat put it cheeky Nando's with the lads because they're a ledge and you need the cheeky Bants. Whatever the fuck that means, that's what I'm going to have tonight because one just opened up in Toronto. So we'll see you guys next Sunday, 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time or Eastern Daylight Time here on this channel. And rejoice as all of our episodes are now being uploaded in one go on YouTube. So make sure to thank me in the YouTube comments endlessly
your supreme overlord, the man that uploads the videos. We'll see you guys next week. Thanks for watching, everybody. Take care.
Bye-bye.